All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Today is Monday. I gotta mark off my calendar. Today is Monday, May 13th, 2024, and we are back to continue our secondary game series, which is Bioshock. We are starting Bioshock 2 today. We ended up finishing Bioshock 1 on Saturday, May 4th, and it's time to get a start on the new game. And I did a quick look. There's supposed to be menu music here. I think there might be some kind of glitch that I might need to fix. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get into the game. If so, I'll see what I need to do. So, in any case, somebody's dog is yapping outside. Alizarin, thank you for being here first. Redeeming clickbait. Dr. Casper for redeeming first. Congratulations, you've advanced to the rank of Big Daddy. We have. It's going to be fun. We get to gather Adam instead. Older model, but still. An oldie but goodie, I like to think. You're primed for a cat visit. You might see her today. I know that she's not sleeping. She was actually, she was interacting with me not too long before stream until I started trying to figure out this sound issue. So we'll see. If we end up missing some of the audio from the game, I might need to troubleshoot that. I think I'm gonna look at something really quick. While we're doing this, let's jump over to this here so you see my boring old desktop with a bunch of icons on it. Mr. Godai, thank you for redeeming second. Let me see. And this. Hold on, got it. How many? 3 gigs? Waiting to jump onto the kitchen counter while you're busy streaming. Yeah. And it's also the day before I do my cleaning in the mornings on Tuesdays when I'm off work. So it's possible that there could actually be something for kitties to lerp up there. Gonna let me do that. I saw things that were talking about people's music either not working or like looping or not stopping. Oh, that's the Big Sister's music glitch. Oh, okay. Doesn't have anything to do with the main menu. Although, I mean, if it does, maybe it does. For later, in case I have to troubleshoot it. We'll see what happens. Get back in. Anyway, here we go. So, I don't know. Have I even played Bioshock 2 on PC? I don't think so. I actually have not played Bioshock 2 on PC, and we have a kitty. We have a kitty sighting. We have an early kitty sighting today. Hi, Eva. You have a window and everything. What you want? Do you know what this little butthead did? So the last time I was telling you guys, she found a way to get underneath the blanket that I put on my couch to try to keep the cat hair on the blanket and not on the couch, because it's a lot easier to wash a blanket than it is to vacuum a couch. And she found a way to get underneath it. And so I decided to tuck the blanket really good into the seams or the folds of the couch so that she won't get in there. And this little bugger figured out how to pull it out there again. Her master burrowing skills. Yeah, are you a master burrower? Shadow is our master hunter, and Biba is our master burrower. Yeah, are you an ostrich? Yeah, you're like an ostrich. Really bad. She really likes, I guess, being underneath the blanket. So I think what I need to do is I need to create, either put a sheet. I think I need to put a sheet on the couch and then cover it with the blanket so that she has the illusion that she's hiding. Because apparently this is going to be a recurring problem, huh? She wants to be on the couch, not on a blanket, so she'll be on the couch. Yeah, she likes, I think she likes being underneath it, because I'll be looking for her. I'm like, huh, she's not in the bed, she's not on my chair, she's not on the couch, she's not in the window, she's not in the kitty condo. The kitty condos that we have like little places that they can sleep in. And I'm like, she's not in there. And I'm like, let me guess, she's burrowed underneath the couch blanket, and there's like a kitty loaf sized lump in the the blanket. And sure enough, that's where she is. Why is human putting so many blankets on my couch? Yeah, I'm trying to I'll see. I know Alizarin, she loves sheets, so like whenever I make the bed, she likes to get in between the blanket and the sheets. So I'm thinking maybe if I put an extra sheet on the couch and then put a blanket over it, maybe she'll want to lay on the sheets, because I think she likes the feel of the sheets. They're kind of mildly abrasive against her kitty foot pads. Yeah, that's what I think. So I'm gonna try it, probably. The blanket will be tucked when Queen Biba is present. I agree with you, Hypnotic. Welcome in. Also, Thomas, welcome in. Why is human putting so many blankets on my couch? How dare. Yeah, she didn't. I think she didn't. So I've had a blanket on that couch for months, and only recently has she, expressed such concern with burrowing herself. But I have a feeling it's gonna get a little, in the summertime, it's gonna get a little bit worse, because we're gonna be keeping the house cooler, and I think she might be burrowing more because it might be cold in the house. Now our heaters that we have baseboard heating in our house, so at the edge, like the heaters are at the edge of the room and not close, like there's no close heat source to the couch, let's say. So they like to sit in the windows, because the windows are usually above a baseboard heater, and if they're in the window, it's cold outside, it's warm inside. They've got a warm one side of her and a cold other side. Now, I mean, it's not cold in here all the time, but when it starts getting hot outside, it probably will be, because we have one air conditioning unit for the entire house. I mean, Necro has his own for just his bedroom, but it's just a small air conditioner. It's not designed for anything bigger than one room. So the rest of the entire house, which goes in a big square, by the way, so in order to get cool air anywhere, you have to set up fans everywhere. So the cold air tends to concentrate in the living room, where the couch is, where the air conditioner is. So I don't blame her. I definitely don't blame her for wanting to hide, but at the same time, I definitely don't like her hair. Her fur is just super thick, and got a lot of it. Yeah, that's a Biba hair. We always joke whenever I clean that I'm like, you could form another cat with how much cat hair she sheds off. Hey, Code, what's up? Late noon, the 16 is that what time it is for you right now? Wait, 16. That would be like 4 o'clock, right? It's not that late there where you are, is it? Hey, fish heads, good morning. That makes her extra fluffy. It's true. I mean, while I'm petting her, you probably see like random cat hair just flying everywhere. This is the way that it is. And with the way that the air moves, you just find all of these little, you know, kitty dust bunnies in the corners of the rooms. Hey, Saber, good day. Welcome in. Good morning. I wish I had some menu music for you, but I don't know why it doesn't, because when I first started the game, this menu does normally have music, so I don't know what's going on there. The rest of the music is coming through my headset, so like the game music is working. What's going on? Hey, Running in Haran, welcome in. You gonna lurk for a bit? All right, Haran, no problem. No problem. It is Bioshock week. We finished up Bioshock 1 at the end of not this past weekend, but the weekend before. And so we're going to be starting, and I'm going to try to get through all of Bioshock 2 this week. I'll have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and the weekend stream, which should give us enough time. If it goes any... sorry, kitty, I had to stretch. Ugh. If it goes any the same way that Bioshock 1 did. I feel like this game is a little bit longer, or maybe I just feel like it kind of drags out a little bit longer. We'll see how it goes. All right, then I'll be back. Okay, no problem, Haran. No problem. Hypnotic Beebus thinking, would you kindly quit tucking in my blanket? Yes, would you kindly? The bad thing about Bioshock 2 is that it doesn't have any would you kindly references. It's only for the first game, but that's okay. Oh. This game does have 2 of my favorite characters in the series. So from Bioshock 1, my favorite character is Sander Cohen, because he's just fucking insane and I love him. Julie Langford is probably a close second. I don't know. I just have I have an appreciation for characters that are condescending. I don't know why. It just happens to work out that way. But in this game, we've got Augustus Sinclair, who is our ally throughout the game. And he's got a southern accent, and I really, really like his accent. It's like kind of reminiscent of like the Virginias or the Carolinas, if you're familiar with the accents over here in the US. So it's not quite like, you know, it's not quite like an Alabama accent, but it's not a Midwestern accent either. It's more like a Carolinas or a Virginias, an East Coast, not to be confused with the Northeast Coast, which is like, you know, a New York accent or a Jersey accent. You know, it's more country. Haran, let's see. As with most streamers you follow and so on, it's funny. You, Rod and Crook, somewhat decent. That's good, quote. I'm glad that you feel that way. And with all 3 of us, I feel like our channel kind of has all 3 of our channels have kind of a calming or a possibly a cathartic type feel to them. I mean, provided that I'm not, you know, raging my ass off or something. But it's been a long time since I've played a game that actually made me super rage. Riptide made me really cranky and grumpy for a day, but that was about it. Saber, one of your favorite possessions is the Bioshock 2 game guide. It was the second guide you ever had, but it was a personalized birthday gift from your brother. Oh, really? I gotcha. I have a lot of Bioshock related, well, I don't have a lot of anything, but what I do have, I have a lot more Bioshock merch. I would say the most common merch that I have is Fallout related and Bioshock related. During the times that I was playing those games, I had a pretty decent income at the time, so I had expendable income to buy merch related stuff. So I probably have... I got a lot of Bioshock Infinite stuff, but Infinite is probably my favorite game of all of them to actually replay. I like Bioshock 1's, you know, mid-game characters. I like Gil Alexander and Augustus Sinclair in this game, so it's more about the characters for me rather than like the in-game world, or I do like the lore of the first one. You're making me yawn. Stop it. I know I've been sleeping pretty well the last couple nights because I've been taking my, since I can relax a little bit now because my my doctor, I finally had my doctor's appointment and they didn't give me any grief for refilling my anxiety prescription, so I actually had 2 really decent nights of sleep. But usually in the morning I'm kind of still waking up. I'm just now having my my second soda of the day. I debated whether or not to drink my other Red Bull. I got 2 Red Bulls yesterday. I had one of them. I thought about having the other one today, but I decided I didn't want to. Maybe I'll have it tomorrow when I don't have to worry about going to work or my sugar dropping or something. Yeah, unfortunately I went to stretch and Biba got down. Hey Grail, welcome in. Hey, I feel like I haven't seen you for a bit. I haven't been able to catch your streams. I hope they've been going well. This past week especially anyway has been my busy week where I worked the most. But I'm gearing up. I've got to work today. I'm off tomorrow. And then I work Wednesday and then I'm off for 4 more days. So I'm ready for my every other week 4-day weekend that I get. Gonna be lots of streaming. Although I think my mom, so if anybody has been you know, keeping up at home, my mom has been going through testing to find out if she's diabetic. It didn't start out that way, but she's having an issue with one of her feet swelling, and they're trying to find the cause of it. It's been something that's been going on for months, you know, probably 6 months by now. It just kind of has been changing and getting better and then getting worse and then getting better, getting worse. So they've been testing her for diabetes now. And she's supposed to have her appointment today to find out what is next. So today is, depending on what happens with that, may determine how much of my weekend I'm going to get to myself, because I have a feeling she's going to need some assistance with some things. So I would love to say that there's going to be a weekend filled with streams, but we'll see what actually happens. It's not twangy, it's more smooth. Yeah. There's something special about his accent that I like. It's not too country, but, you know, it's definitely... I like it. I don't know why I like it. It's like I don't have any other accent to compare it to, but I just really like it. The rage. Hey Grumpy Fairy, welcome back. We are playing some Bioshock 2 this week. Grail, life happens, I get it. Yeah, this is my busy work week. Although I have been having a good week because there's been 2 different times this week where I've been essentially complimented by my team leads at work. So I've got a little bit of that. I'm still writing on the good vibes from that from Thursday last week. Thursday and Saturday were really good days. So I've had a good week. But I'm looking forward to my weekend, that's for sure. Casper, your mother and one of your grandmothers had diabetes. So yeah, my grandmother has diabetes. She's had it for a long time, but she doesn't. She's got a lot of medical. She's got a lot of medical digestive type problems. And now my mom doesn't have any of those problems, but they think that her swelling in her feet might be related to diabetes, and I wouldn't be surprised because her diet is more terrible than mine. And she just eats a lot of processed foods, drinks a lot of Mountain Dew, smokes a lot of cigarettes. She just doesn't do, like, I don't think there's anything that she does that's healthy at all. So I'm just waiting. I'm anticipating that's probably what it's going to be. Yeah, swollen feet can be caused by a lot of things. At first they thought it was a heel spur, and then they did x-rays and they ruled that out, and then they thought it was, and then they did an MRI. The MRI didn't show anything. Didn't show anything like just being wrong. So like they don't have any answers yet. And this has been something she's been going on. This is like the 6th month of her dealing with it. But also, you know, she's been off work for several weeks, off and on, as they've tried different things. They're just trying to narrow it down. It's just one foot. It's not the other foot. It's just one foot. Like, so I don't know what's going on there. They like did an arterial ultrasound, and to try to figure out if there was like a blocked artery or something like that. They didn't find anything that was related to her arteries. Like, they just don't know what it is. So they're just like, they're gonna see about diabetes and go from there. We're supposed to find out today. Is she in pain with it? Yeah, it hurts. I don't think it hurts if she's not standing on it, but she can't, her job at work is standing for 8 hours a day. Like, there's no sit down thing at her job. So like, in order for it to heal, she has to be off work, but she can't pay her bills if she's not at work. She's been doing, you know, taking FMLA, and stuff to get, I think while you're on FMLA, they provide you like half of what your salary is or something like that. Something like that. Yeah, it can be soft tissue damage. Yeah, the thing is that they don't know what's causing it, and they the things that they've been trying to do to fix it have not fixed it. So she's been going to an orthopedic doctor. So she's not just like going to like a regular doctor's office, or she's not like going to the ER or anything like that. She's actually going to people that are foot specialists. So I feel like she's in good hands, but it's just taken a while for them to get everything taken care of. It's just a worry when you don't know. Yeah, we were worried that maybe she might have had like a blocked artery in her foot that might have, you know, required surgery or something like that. But yeah, she just took a bunch of blood tests last week, and she's supposed to have the, well, I know she knows that they have the results of the test that they did, but they don't, they're you know, she's got to wait until her doctor's appointment to find out what they mean, or how they interpret to their problem. So you just hope they find out what's happening soon. Yeah, because she's been dealing with this for a long time now. So, what? Are you trying to get my attention? What are you doing? She's like, I see Mama's big key light on. That must be my cue to be cute. What do you do, babe? You cootie? Are you a cootie pie? Like, hell yeah, I am. Goddamn right. Normally with something bad, there's other symptoms. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. It's just the foot. I have no idea what's going on. Yep, she's in her little cardboard box back there. Living her best life. Living her best kitty life. I never played with her this morning, so that's probably what she's waiting on. What? Staring at me. Casper sounds like me and my thyroid. I had blood tests, but had to wait like 3 months for the doctor's appointment. Yeah, and it's like, and I told my mom was kind of upset about it at first. She was like, I don't know why they can't just tell me what my results are. It's because you're like, if you've ever looked at your blood work, it wouldn't make any sense to just rattle off line by line what the results say. You have to look at them in, you know, in the context of the problem that you're trying to solve, right? It's like they can tell you, you want a copy of your results, you're just going to look at it and be like, I don't know what this means. And they're not going to be able to, I mean, they might be able to tell you what each individual line item means, you know. Like, I know what certain things mean because I just Google them. I say, or I just Google the things that say that they're high or low, and then I get an explanation. But my mom doesn't know how to internet. She can't internet. The little tail. You just can't. What do? Your little tail, are you playing? You wanna play? You want your lights? Yeah, you want your lights? Is that what you want? You got it. Where'd it go? Where did it go? I can understand blood work. Yeah, I know what it, I just look up things, but my mom can't do that. Mom will leave you alone. Poor Biba. Oh, what a terrible mama. Where did it go? She does this little cute little meow, meow, like little squeaks. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? Gonna get your tail. Get your tail. Gonna get your feet. Over here. Girl. Anyway, your friend had a cat that used to like to paw the fish tank. Yeah, we don't have any fish here. I wonder, I'm sure Shadow would probably try to murder them, would be my guess. What is that kitty, the little bubbles say? Meow. Yep, it's kitty time. We have a lot of kitty time now. Like I said, I think she realizes when that light, when my Elgato key light comes on, she knows that I'm gonna be more likely to pay attention to her. So she makes herself present conveniently. In any case, are we ready to go? Let me make sure. I'm hoping that the sound in this game is okay. I need to check something because I know that the remastered versions of these games share save files, but I don't know if that's an issue on PC or not, because I don't think you have to worry about save files. I don't think you have to worry about save files taking up too much space, so like there's no limited like memory for those kinds of things, maybe? I don't know. Alexander, cats used to love to play with the little pieces of cardboard. They'd bring it to me all soggy and chewed up. Biba will chew on cardboard. She'll rub her face on it, but yeah, she'll like chew on it. Shadow likes to chew on plastic. Wish yours cuddled more when you game, but I move too much. Yeah, my cats are like that too. I mean, I'll pet them and stuff, but once I get back into the game and I stop petting, they're just like, well, fuck this, I'm leaving. You're not gonna pay attention to me. I don't have time for your shit right now. Fine, I don't have to take this neglect. I'm leaving. All right, new game. Are we ready, folks? Easy, medium, hard. I think, honestly, I thought there was a survival difficulty in Bioshock 2. I mean, I wouldn't have chosen it, but we should be fine to play hard difficulty as far as I know. So that's what we did for Bioshock 1. Figured we would do it for Bioshock 2. Yeah. All right, let's go, guys. Game's got some bangers, some good music. Oh, it's doing that too. Okay, so it's doing it here on this menu as well. Alright, we might end up having an issue with the music.
Look, Daddy, it's you. Let's go out to play, Daddy. More angels, Daddy. This way.
Come with us, little girl.
You want some, big guy? Bigger they are, harder they are! Get out of here, freak!
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet. Now, take the pistol. Place it against your head. Fire.
Can you hear me? You're
In the house upside down, Saller's top floor, attic's ground. In the house of upside down, laughing cries and smiles frown. In the house of upside down, found is lost and lost is found.
Adonis Luxury Resort. Huh. Yeah, well, game over. Done. That was a fast game. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this sound issue. because the music doesn't play on the loading screens, and honestly, I am offended by that. Not that the loading screens aren't long, it's just that they have some of the best music on the loading screens. So for them not to have it is kind of bullshit. God, all the controls in Bioshock are the opposite of Dead Island. Fallen is Babylon. Who are these people? Random ass old people. Flowers. Guess a bunch of people died here, huh? Now I gotta be careful because crouch in this game is left stick, and crouch in Dead Island 2 is the circle button. The circle button in this game heals you, whereas before it used to be the D-pad. So we're dealing with a combination of differences between Bioshock and Dead Island, and then the differences between Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2. So my muscle memory is going to be Gargo. Oh, and for extra bullshit, this game only lets you carry 5 medkits and 5 Eve hypos. And you can get gene tonics that allow you to carry 1 more of each, whereas in the previous game you could carry 10 med packs and 10 Eve hypos. So you're already at a disadvantage with this game. Okay. Adonis, Rapture's finest spa and getaway. You know, it's funny, after playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey and coming back to this game, I now know that these are, you know, the gods. There's multiple references to the Greek gods and goddesses in this game. Tomorrow's promise kept today. Rapture. High voltage pool room generator. Attention workers.
Lesson 1, mop jockeys. You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
A working stiff, is that me? Alright, so the good thing is that there's no running in Bioshock. You're just always walking. Even when things are crazy, you're just always walking. Speaking of which, Hades 2 is on early access. I noticed that. Yeah, I'll probably just wait till it comes out. But yeah, I haven't been watching too much of the gameplay yet. Early access. Only on PC. I gotcha. Okay, well that.
I need this. Do you hear me?
That limits some of the possibilities. Oh, I know. Can you imagine Big Daddies with plasmids? You want it, but gotta wait. Yeah, I'll play Hades 2 eventually. The bad thing is that I wasn't very good at Hades 1. So, I imagine I might be lucky to see... I mean, if Hades 2, you know, is similar enough to Hades 1, I'll probably barely be able to finish the game. Just too hard.
See? Incurable. Just like I said.
Incurable. Think you know better than the doctor? I do.
My daddy's smarter than Einstein. True
Baba. From Eleanor. How'd she get up there? She's a little kid. How'd she get up there and write all that? Saber, so YouTube started playing MRE videos last night. Kind of makes me want to try them for both to see what the military get and just the awe factor. I'm sure that MREs have come a long way. Depending on how long you've been out of the military, I'm sure. They probably drastically increased the quality, I would imagine.
In the garden we are growing, many changes will be flowing. If you wanna be amazing,
See
the
the flower.
flowers we are raising.
Why do I feel like there's supposed to be music here? Now I'm nervous because I feel like the game's music is gonna glitch out and I just don't know it because I'm not very familiar with the game to know. 0451, the obligatory. Huh? Oh, 1540. Oh, it's 0451 backwards. That's cool. So in this game that actually, if you know and have found and looked at the code, it puts it on a little piece of paper next to the lock. That's cool. So you don't have to actually write down and remember things. Yeah, it's I don't replay this game very often. Asana Fitness.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials. Steven, I tell him, you want to be fit? Come swim laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's atrophying. Maybe I'll start sneaking some brain boost into his daily regimen.
Sneaking some brain boost. Wives. Like to say, I know they've come a long way in quality, but you're more talking about generalized taste. You like to see if they're tasty enough or if you need to trade for a better meal. I'm sure there'll always be that. It seems awful to say, but I compare military food to prison food. Sorry. Alright, I need to get our first plasmid. So in Bioshock 1, the Big Daddies never had plasmids. Oops, wrong button. Look at the perfect image of Sophia Lamb. Lamb is watching. Oh no. Meanwhile, school food was cardboard. True, yeah. I didn't mind school food. Honestly, school food wasn't any real worse than my crappy food at home. But, yeah, I had crappy food. Don't need cigarettes. That's not the jump button. Okay, I guess I can't jump that high. This is gonna feel antiquated after playing Dead Island 2. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm picking up everything else. Alright. Electrobolt, take plasmid. Please hurry, Daddy. From Eleanor. Got a little doll, a little shark, a little jar of butterflies. I tend to throw those a lot. Come soon to come find me. Hey. School food wasn't terrible, but tasted like cardboard a lot of the times. Yeah, I don't know if it did. I enjoyed school food. I didn't mind it, because my food at home tasted like cardboard too. I didn't know any better. Mom and Dad didn't know how to cook anything. The only seasonings they used were salt and pepper. I'm not exaggerating at all.
sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better. Ah! Daddy!
Well, shit. Nothing else to buy. Here we go. So you can't accidentally use an Eve hypo in this game. You actually have to hold the weapon wheel or the plasmid wheel to use them, which is good because I accidentally thinking I was reloading my weapon. I was actually reloading my.
In the valley of the shadow of death, oh Lord, so long.
Audrey, Michelle, Peter, Thomas, William, Joseph. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait, not Peter!
Peter, no!
Help me find this. You're worth nothing.
I thought didn't I choose hard difficulty? I guess I'm using taking this.
At last, a signal. You, who are bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
A fueling station? Look, it's a Big Daddy! Yeah, press this to check your map and get hints. Yeah, the map in this game is just as terrible as in the other game. Zoom out is A. Terrible map. Alright. You who are bringing this dead city to life. And I haven't played this game in ages. It's a Big Daddy. He's fixing the leak. All done. You like that you can use both weapon and plasmid without having to switch between them. Yeah. Allows you to get a lot more. Well, and it's really convenient too, especially with the new and improved research system. With this game, because you actually have to record your live battle data. And being able to use both plasmids and weapons is really important for that. To my daughter.
To my daughter, Eleanor, soon you will be born, and Rapture will be your home. You shall be raised as I was, to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Eleanor. Yet our beliefs are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear. If we are patient with her, Rapture will come to us.
Save it when the dead team's like, it's compact. Players will look around everywhere. They will. Some of them will. Others will just run through the game as fast as they can and be like, yeah, that was a good game, and then never play it again. Here, $5. Oh, I got my money back. And some aspirin. And aspirin did not heal us for some reason.
My home. Oh, my home.
I did that because I knew that this would be here. All right.
Taste of Adam in weeks.
I don't need to hear your grousing. Go running to land, so desperate.
Maybe I will. I'm sick of digging through muck for a scrap to eat.
I said quit complaining. tiresome, stuffy hag.
I said quit complaining.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family.
Return.
I am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up, and think of me no more.
On the think of
After
me
what I
no.
once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
M is watching. Not Atlas is watching, but Lamb is watching. Hey, it's the old Incinerate ad. Fire at your fingertips. Incinerate. Alright. Anything else for me? Brain boost. I know game. The game is backseating me. I'm looking. Oh no, what happened? New weapon, who this?
Do?
Ah, them open. Oh, the beauty of the revelation.
My home.
Oh, it's the other way around. Circle is heal, and then in this one they switch it to the left D-pad. Ah, okay. I guess I could go in and change it. I am on PC now, after all. I thought I was playing this on hard. I did choose hard, right? A new save. Does it say? Say here. It doesn't feel like it's on hard difficulty, but who knows? No, I won't be playing any Bioshock 2 DLC. Just Infinites. They call it Rapture.
Barely made it down alive. But here it is. And it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl. From what I saw in the sub, most of the city's in ruins. But there were lights here and there. And shapes moving. I'm rambling, scared, I guess. But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy too.
Oh no. Not the Cindy. Stay away. Oh no. Yeah, I've never played the DLC in this game. But I'll play it. I'll play the DLC for Infinite. One thing at a time. I don't wanna burn out on new grumpy DLC experiences.
All day long, and somehow a noise. I.
Brought to you by Vitastat. Feel better than ever. Quality that can't be beat. Now with extra strength, when your vitality is as important as your time. Ah, yes, the drill. Yeah, it's good because well, I usually still end up using a lot of weapons because I like to kill, and it takes too long to reach enemies. I feel like, or you're on hard difficulty, you'll just be dead by the time you get to them to use the drill. But then when you get the drill dash, that becomes really fun. Chalk the Fed, yes, you chose hard. Okay. It might just be because we're really early on and the game is not hard difficult yet. Although this big sister fight is not going to be fun with you know, one healing item. Especially with not playing this game for a pretty long time. I know it's probably been at least 2 years or more since I played this. Let me think, actually. Because I don't play games off stream. I'll be able to look at my Twitch history. Hidden sheets. Twitch 2023. Search Bioshock. I didn't play any Bioshock games in 2023. I bet. You Twitch before 2023. Search Bioshock. I played Bioshock 1. Last time I played Bioshock 1 before this was October of 2022. And I played Bioshock Infinite in July 2022. That's it for that. Well, if it tells you anything, I haven't played this on PC yet, and I've had my PC for gaming since 2020. And then Twitch before May 20. Bioshock 2, there it is. Hold on. January 2019. Yeah, I played in January 2019 and then August of 2021. So it's been like almost 4 years, I think, since I played this. Hey, good morning, Sunshine Soda. Welcome in. We're here to play some Bioshock today. Alright, I think we're gonna get a cutscene here. I'll be right back.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
She's basically programmed to take all of your heals, whether or not...
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, Big Sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
Your family. You need to be reminded that it's your family. I don't think it's your family. Fishheads, you restarted Bioshock this Saturday and your last save was for 2016. Whew, that's a long time. That is a long time. I tend to play Infinite a lot. I don't play Bioshock 2 a lot, despite the fact that I like its characters a lot. It's like, it's one of those games where it's like, when I think back on playing it, I don't really, I never get like the random urge to play this game, but when I start playing it, I get into it. And I remember how much I love it. But it's like a weird thing that just like, I only think about it, I don't really think about this game outside of just playing it. We got an audio diary, Generation.
Diane insisted that we spend a weekend at the Adonis, and already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation. When she deems it necessary to chide me for working, the words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of bearing my child, I am given pause. Till now I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
I mean, I just want everybody in the chat to know something. You don't have to squeeze a child out of your vagina to have a legacy. Your legacy can live on in the mark that you make on other humans that are already alive. Try improving the lives of other people. We don't need more fucking people. Eva? Booty pie? What are you doing? What is it? Can I see her? Biba, what are you doing? Are you bored? Are you bored? What is it? You're nice and warm. Were you in the window? Hi. What do you want? What is it? Her fur is warm. No child will ever be squeezed out of any of my orifices. It is, yeah, Biba. She doesn't want to be on camera. She's down here. Did you get too warm in the window? Oh, Biba. You always are off the camera. You make me think I'm talking to myself. What do you do? Alright. I'm gonna run your little feet over. Alright, that'll have to do for now. She's like in an area where my chair is gonna roll. She doesn't want to be observed today. Yeah, how about you try to make the world a better place without creating more goddamn humans? Please, let's work on improving the humans we have. Alright. Was that a... Didn't check up here. It's funny that he talks about his legacy when technically the protagonist from Bioshock 1 could have been his legacy, but no. That's not the legacy he wanted. Alright. To be fair, you do talk to yourself. At least at one time when you forgot to mute the mic at the start of the stream. Oh, I do. I absolutely do. Yes? Come on. Eva. Eva. Beauty pie. Yeah, she's back. It had to be her idea. She doesn't like to come when called. She wants to just show up wherever she wants to be. Oh, we're gonna be behind me today? Okay. Yeah, it's kitty time, Grail. You gonna lay down? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Cutie. What did... Lovable. Cutie kitty. What is? Oops. Instantly. The thing. My window's open. Sorry for the guys with the huge trucks and small penises outside. Where you going? Is that a laugh? Explosions. We will be reborn in the womb of the ocean. Probably not very comfortable for me. Oh, it's okay. I usually sit at the edge of my chair anyway. Back when I was in band, in middle school, they always wanted you to sit up straight with your feet flat on the ground and upright, because I played the trumpet. And so, like, I got used to just sitting at attention, so it doesn't bother me at all. You had those too? Yeah, the guys with the extremely loud mufflers and everything. Alright, here we go.
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
All right, diary. Last entry. Lizzie and I, we found a sphere, and we're going home. Ain't that right, baby? Next stop, topside.
Oh, I love you. It was you who saved us, Sammy. It was you, Button. What was that? What's that sound?
She's seen us. It's Lamb. Torpedo! Ah, I'm trying to... Ah!
Herr Delta. You arrive as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
Hey, Billy, welcome in. How you doing? Just wanted to showcase the loading music there. That's the only good time to get a good... There's a couple songs that you'll hear throughout the game, but they are definitely they'll definitely mute the stream, and they're during intense battle moments, so we probably won't be able to showcase those. But I can still showcase the loading screen music in between areas, which won't be very frequent. How you doing, Billy? What you been up to? How are things going? Oh yeah. I'm playing on hard difficulty, but they're like giving me a ton of ammo. Whoa. Atlantic Express. And all the Big Daddy suits. Come on, come on. What are all the Big Daddy parts doing here? I had questions. But at least I know that the music is working now. Express. Maintenance facility. Workers have ID badge visible at all times. I got your ID badge right here.
Now most who survive are like this. Splicers. They're drug addicts. Vicious animals.
I like how they just assume that, you know, Big Daddies will speak English, or speak, or understand words at all. Sunshine Soda gotta lurk. Monday chores. I hate Mondays. Aw, that sucks, Sunshine Soda. No problem. We're just getting trying to get a pretty good start to the game.
You can sometimes trick the security system into opening a door, but you must have the proper tool.
Well, isn't that lucky for us? There's a hack tool. You got that hack tool. Fired at machines to subvert them to your side. So this replaces the hacking minigame from the first game that felt like it was everywhere. We're gonna fill up on hack darts because it'll give you as many hack darts as you need to complete the minigame, because you cannot progress in the story until you at least successfully hack once. So what I usually do is fill up on every hack dart, just like I fill up on all the millions of Eve hypos. But you can only carry so many. Right? Got the hack tool. We don't need any food right now. Hard difficulties teach you to be careful about picking up everything you see as soon as you see it. Because chances are you're gonna end up backtracking and it'll be there for when you need it later. So in this game they added a thing where you, instead of doing the hacking minigame where you're moving a bunch of puzzle pieces around in a time-sensitive manner, they instead give you this. To hack a machine, stop the needle on a green section of the meter to advance. White will give you a nasty shock. White will give you a shock. There's also blue, and there's also red. Oh, I didn't realize they were time sensitive. I thought they would show that forever. I was trying to explain it too much. Blue areas are usually harder to get to, or they're next to red areas, or there's sometimes just like one little sliver of a line you gotta get right, so it's a timing minigame. Grail, time to NMS permadeath. 80 hours in. See you later and have a good stream. Thanks for being here, Grail. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great start to your stream. Let me give you a shout out before you head out here. I know I haven't had a chance to be over there too much lately. But Grail is doing a permadeath playthrough of No Man's Sky right now. As he mentioned, he's 80 hours in. I've never done a permadeath challenge in No Man's Sky, but it's definitely a It's definitely a game that sometimes it's unfair in certain points, especially with some of these, the really, really big enemies. The Sentinels, not really, but there's some really scary things in No Man's Sky. It's been a long time since I've played it, but I really enjoyed it. I put hundreds of hours into No Man's Sky. So fun. So yeah, I hope you have a great start to your stream, girl. Hey, Abby. Hello there. And your Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan Kenobi, hello movement there. How you doing, Abby? What you been up to? How are your games? I haven't seen you guys since Friday. What, have you made some good game progress since I talked to you last? Alizarin, man, you love salted pistachios. You just ate the whole bag? You shouldn't. They're not good for you due to intolerance issues, but every now and again I'll eat them anyway. I'm like, there's certain things that I'm like that with, certain foods that I just can't get enough of. Cottage cheese is one of them. Corn nuts is another one. They're basically, you know, deep fried corn kernels. They're super crunchy. They're super addicting. But I do like pistachios, but I don't like cracking them open or the process of opening them. And then the shelled ones, if you get just like a small bag, they're like really expensive. My snacktivity of choice is usually sunflower seeds. I get these jumbo ones, and I get the big bag that lasts me for a while. I can sit and have like 2 cups of these. It's good for me. It's good for me because I, in general, if in most cases I'm either dehydrated or low on salts, so they're good for me, and I require a high fiber diet, so it's a good snacktivity. So I usually don't feel too bad about eating them, even if I eat a lot of them. I bought the ones without the shells. Too lazy. I'm not too lazy to shell things, but with like sunflower seeds, they're easy enough to shell without having to like use your fingers or any real force. So I like sunflower seeds. It's something I've always eaten, even as a kid. Now, if I get sunflower seeds that are already shelled, I'll just eat them too fast and they'll just be gone. I just can't stop eating them. Yeah, the pistachios are like really expensive here. I don't know why. But Necro likes them. Alright. It's a hack tool. So this is my first playthrough on PC. It is not my first playthrough of the game. I've played this game several times. Guess I'll eat that canned beans now since I made dumb mistakes. Right. You can also proximity hack by approaching machine and pressing start. Like this. So a blue one will give you bots that are stronger. Get a blue bonus while hacking to upgrade their damage. There's an ability in this game that allows you to repair your bots and turrets, and I just think it's the best thing ever, and I wish all the Bioshock games had it. I mean, it doesn't make sense in Bioshock Infinite because there are no bots like that, but well, there's standalone things like turrets and stuff, but you don't have to heal them, because if they die, you can just have Elizabeth open up another tear and then go back to it and it'll repair it. Or if they get exploded, I think they're just dead. Avi, you're doing pretty good, though. This day has been pretty rough. You felt sick for most of the day, most likely because of the huge shift in temperature. Yeah, you went from +6 yesterday to 25 today. No idea what that would be in Fahrenheit. Well, I know that I'm pretty certain that like anything above 20 is warm for us. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. I don't know the exact conversions either. I just kind of try to go by like, I pick certain like random intervals, like 10, 20, you know, I kind of think of them in that way, but I don't know the exact conversions in my head. It's warm and humid there today. It was so nice here yesterday. It was sunshiny, like 70 degrees. It was nice. Abby, you also had to skip gym because you didn't want to risk puking in the middle of a leg rack. Of course not. No, that would just be unsanitary. Unsanitary. You will be reborn. Who puts all these candles around you? Who keeps them lit? "25 to 35 basically is the warmest we have where you live. Don't ask what the coldest would be." Yeah. So I know that, since I know that 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees ours, 32 is cold. It's colder than light sweater weather, and usually requires a jacket, and if it's snowing it absolutely does. So yeah, I don't know what the intervals are. 6 is 42. Okay, so 6 would be what I would consider to be cold. 25 is 77. Oh, 77. That's actually fine. Fine for me. You're disappointed. May, Casper, May is usually a rainy month, but no rain. Our April was really, really rainy here. Well, shit. Oh, I thought the bot was shooting at me.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb. Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all. Remember, we reject the gene. We reject the self. We reject the tyrant.
Who's the tyrant? So, this is obviously based after the events of Bioshock 1. Although I don't think it's too far in the future. Sophia Lamb is now the leader of the place, even though she claims she's not a leader. She's totally a leader. She's a leader and a liar, I guess. Alright. The Great Chain rattles.
I'm told that the people grow tense and isolated in the absence of the sun. Now they clamor for a psychiatrist. Do they miss the state censor, I wonder? Wartime seizure of private assets? Or the Cheka police vanishing them in the night?
So dramatic.
This Lamb woman is said to be the foremost practitioner in her field. Fine. If she can quiet the rattling of the Great Chain's weakest links, I will leave her to it.
Yeah, I wish that we could say that she did that. Abby, during April here, we had some extremely warm days, non-stop raining with barely any clouds seen in the sky. Snow that comes out of nowhere, and yet again warmth that now melts the snow. Yeah, see, if 25 is 77 degrees Fahrenheit, that's perfect weather for us. That's like go outside in like shorts and t-shirt weather. Love it. Perfect. Now, once you start getting into the 80s, that starts getting a little bit warm for me. But when I lived in Florida, it was the opposite. When you live, like, people that live in Florida are close to the equator. Like, anything that gets below, like, 75 degrees is, like, chilly to them. 60 degrees is cold. And I'm like, 60 degrees is, like, what I keep my house temperature at. Get a blue bonus while hacking to drop a free first aid kit. Woo! So that'll come in really handy on hard difficulty. Alright, I killed the lady here. Got her. It's gonna take me a while to get into the hang of things. The bad thing, something that I really, really hate about streaming on Mondays is I feel like I start something new on Mondays and I feel like I never get adequate time to actually get into it because I have to go to work. I was actually thinking about switching my day off from Wednesday to Monday. I used to stream Monday through Friday. And then I changed my schedule to where I wanted to do a weekend stream, but I didn't want to stream 6 days a week. So I took a weekday off in order to get the weekend stream. And now I feel like Mondays are like the worst day to stream. I looked at the statistics back when I was doing a poll on when I was trying to figure out what day of the week I wanted to take off work. I'm like, the day that I thought about taking off work was either going to be a Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And Thursdays seemed to be the weakest day. Or it seemed that way. I don't know. A lot of the times I'm like, even though I work on Wednesday, I don't know. Monday seems to be like the most disappointing stream day for me. I don't know why. I don't know. It's like Sunday and Monday, I feel like that's when the week resets. Bot! Move the fuck out of the way! My god. Why do you have to be always in my fucking face? This part. The only time you wear shorts, Saber, is when it's like 90s and humid. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm inside all day, so I mean, I don't really go outside and do anything. I still wear jeans when I'm outside, but that's, I guess, how you could describe that weather. Let's see, and that was on repeat for the entire month. You can't imagine living close to the equator. Plus 30 or more is hell. Plus 20 is perfection, yeah. Yeah, if we're going by 25, I would say 25 would be like ideal temperature for me outside. I can handle 80s as long as I have an air conditioner, and 90s, an air conditioner is imperative. Alzarin, you just sweat so easily, and you can't wear shorts due to issues with your legs. Plus, you walk almost everywhere and often. There's no shadow, no trees, just the sun. Just the sun cooking us all. Yeah, I don't go outside much, so I don't have to worry about it too much, but we do keep the windows open for the cats. When we get +1 after the winter, it feels like we were... Oh, yeah, it depends on your... It definitely depends on what time of year it is, because when you're coming... I feel like when you're coming out of winter time, like 40 and 50 degree weather, again, I don't know what that is in Celsius, 40 to 50 degree weather feels like a fucking vacation. 60 degrees is like perfect when you're coming out of winter. But when you're coming out of summer, like the 80s start feeling really good. The 70s are perfect, and the 60s are getting a little chilly. You know? It's weird how, like, your perspective changes depending on what time of year it is. March really peaks there. This winter, you had -40? Damn, I'm thinking to myself, -40 for Fahrenheit is really cold. I imagine it's a lot colder for Celsius. Saber, 60s to 75 are good for me. Hell yeah, Saber. I don't mind going. Now, if I'm consistently in 60 degree weather, I will wear a sweater. But 70s, perfect.
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born. I don't know how you survived, but your suffering is over now. These men will ease your burden. Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love.
It is Sophia Lamb. She has found you.
Okay, we just gotta wait this out. Just waiting on the floor to drop out. Oh! Oh no, what happened? We fall down! The power in the city went away for 9 hours at the same day. It was hell, but more classical hell. More like the Norse Helheim. That's a good way to describe it. Yeah, unfortunately, extreme weather patterns like that, when you would need the infrastructure the most, that tends to be where the infrastructure fails the most. People carrying remote hack darts back here.
Now you know of the enemy we share, Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her.
Wow, she can see through my helmet, folks. If it up says minus 40 is minus 40. Oh, okay, then yeah, that's really cold. We don't normally get that cold up here. That happens, that's more like Canada weather. Yeah, I know at some point, like, the temperatures just start lining up. But, yeah, negatives are, like, totally different. I know there's gonna be a fight that's gonna lead me back here. Just gotta remember it. Fight chamber. I should turn Vita chambers off. Hang on a second. I want to look at something. I think that's DLC. Finish the game without using Vita chambers. Hardest difficult. Yeah, I gotta do that one. Finish the game without using Vita chambers. Should. We'll see. I'll think about it. Viking weather. Yeah, that's too much for me. Answer your question from earlier. The playthroughs are going good, or well, playthroughs should say. You haven't done a single main mission in Horizon Forbidden West in like a month? Only side stuff. Nice. Watch Dogs 1 is going really good, and the story's getting really interesting. Nice. I've seen a little bit of the Watch Dogs games, but without playing it and having like context as to what's going on, you can kind of watch a stretch of a game, and like you might know what's going on in that very moment, but you don't know how it plays into the bigger picture. So like the stuff that I do know about Watch Dogs, I don't know what it means, you know. Babs, thank you for the 3-month resub. Welcome in. Good afternoon to you. I think it's afternoon for you now. Yeah. Saber, your friend bought Watch Dogs 1 and then got called to go to work, so not exactly sure how they've been enjoying it. Oh, nice. Playing Watch Dogs 1 for the first time, huh? I'm just about to ask where Babs is. Well, there, now you know. You had your hypermobility group. It was fun. You did resistance exercises. I gotcha. Your bouncing back exercises. Hi, thank you for the resub. Welcome in. We haven't made it very far. I think I'm gonna go in and I don't know. Should I turn off Vita Chambers and just call it a day? It'll make me save the game all the time. I don't know. I don't care. I've already gotten all the achievements for this game in the past. I'm not too concerned about it. I have all the achievements for, I think, Bioshock 2 on PS3 because... It's either I think it's on PS4 because they didn't have the DLC in the PS4 was it? Can't remember. Missing work start. That's how they didn't miss anything.
Careful. Security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
They can be made to serve you.
Duke's gunning for the ground. You gotta watch your back. Who the hell is that?
None of your business. You sneaking. You being a sneak. Welcome back, Haran. Babs, no, you're slacking. Oh no. I had to sleep with my steroid mittens on last night. My hands are breaking out again. I'm blaming my sweat. Thought there were so many good songs, huh? Every single jury gave Switzerland the 12 pointers. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about right now. Don't need the loots. The easy answer is just don't die and you never have to use Vita Chambers. But the answer is actually just to save all the time. In this game, I think there's actual wallet upgrades to carry more money. I believe. What do we got? I thought there was an audio diary back here. Nope, I guess not. Bot, please. I know you can't, I know that the bots can't anticipate where I'm going, but they can at least try to stay above me so that when I'm walking, they don't fucking body block me. Bot e-block me. Oh no. Oh no. Just collected the mail, junk.
Father, it's me,
Eleanor, I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
Aw, Eleanor's all grown up. New plasmid. Telekinesis, who is? Yeah, most of my mail is junk. Every once in a while I get something useful. Alright, I need to get a drink. I'll be right back. I got a drink. Going through them fast today. I must be thirsty. Oh, Eurovision. That's right. That's right. That's that singing TV show. Yeah, the song contest. I remember we were talking about it in Discord because I had never heard of it before. And then Babs asked if anybody was excited for it. I'm like, I don't even know what it was. I thought maybe it was like some kind of, you know, like special TV channel or something. It sounded like a technology. Hey, Mr. Godai. Malaka. We're about to be setting people on fire here soon. Which I think is funny because I've now associated Malaka with setting people on fire. New plasma telekinesis. Pick up big stuff with your mind. Throw it at your enemies. What else do you need to know?
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Progress is going slow right now, Mr. Godai. I feel like I'm sleepy. I'm kind of low energy. I know I gotta work today, so I'm just kind of meh. I'm really looking forward to my day off work tomorrow. Sounds like you want to replay Odyssey. I don't know, man. That game was too long. Might be something worth going back and doing the side stuff in, but I doubt that I'd ever play through the main story again. Considering that, like, for me, the most important thing about Odyssey was the family quest line, and I got the best, I think I got the best possible ending for the family quest line. So, like, I don't even have any other endings I want to go for. I got the one that I wanted first try. Same thing with Valhalla. I did the way that I did everything in Valhalla. I don't think I'd do anything differently. Like, I don't see any reason to replay the game. I feel like I don't feel like I missed out on anything by making any wrong choices if I did make wrong choices. I know I did make a couple wrong choices in terms of, like, accusing people of things, I think, but it's not worth it to go back and replay it. Replay Valhalla. Is really missing the Alliance map? No, absolutely not. So I find that it's really cool that I got the ending that I wanted in both Odyssey and Valhalla, and if I ever had to replay them, I don't think I'd do anything differently. I'd buy the same skills. I'd do the same things. I wouldn't do anything differently. Like, it doesn't need a replay. And, some of the side content looks really boring. So, it doesn't seem very interesting to me. Am I hovering? Jet Postal. I think they were encouraging you to use this because there was something they wanted you to pick up. I can't remember what it was. Back here? Oh, I know what it was. They throw stuff at you when you come in here. I missed it because I wasn't paying attention. The song that plays that came second this year was really good. He sings "Meow Cat, please meow back." Oh, well, was he a good singer, or was it just funny and that's kind of why it got second place? I haven't heard it, so I don't know how it sounds.
Right now, eyeballing with all the can-can girls. And if anybody gets lippy, pal, he's got the bomb.
Saved a whole kindergarten full of cutesy little brats and went up happy ever after. End of story.
God.
He's gone now.
Fucking damn it. Oh, I'm so fucking mad at myself. I'm so fucking mad at myself right now. I just want to fucking reload a goddamn save because I'm so fucking retarded. I was trying to listen to their dialogue, but I was trying to pick up the explosive container that was right in front of it. In front of me, and instead it picked up a soda pop, which was who fucking knows where, because stupid game logic. And then I'm like, okay, I don't want this, I'm gonna drop it, but I ended up throwing it, and when I did that, I'm like, okay, I'll just do it again, and I'll pick up the next thing, which should be the explosive container, and then I accidentally let go, so I just want to fucking throw myself off a bridge right now. I was trying to listen to their fucking dialogue, but now I don't fucking deserve it, you stupid fuck. Would you stop telling me about hacked stations? I really don't care. Alright, anyway. Oh, the entire arena was chanting? I got you. Yeah, I can't be asked to watch shows like that. It's just not something I'm interested in. That's cool. If they like win cool prizes and stuff? I don't know. I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens when they win those things. Like, they have a show here called American Idol, which I think is like the closest thing to Eurovision. I mean, it's so old now. Is American Idol even still on TV? I mean, I've never watched it, so I don't care, but I assume it's probably similar to that. Yeah, we don't have a flashlight. Well, we have a flashlight, but it supposedly automatically, you know, comes on and off as it needs. I'm sorry, search the toilet? Oh, I thought you were just supposed to flush the toilet. Oh, we have to activate the cutscene before we can get this. We have to activate this cutscene before I can get in here and do this. Collab. Song is a combination of like many genres. The rock is the one that you feel the song screamed the most. You would say the Idol shows in Europe are more similar to American Idol. Gotcha. It's more like Song Olympics. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think we have a... I mean, we have American Idol. That's the closest we get. But I just... And there are some people that when they got You know, there's some people that actually made it famous from American Idol. I think Kelly Clarkson is one of them. She was one of the American Idol winners, and she actually went on to like, you know, to become a music star. All right, I know I'm dallying here, but I'm trying to keep track of what all I'm doing. I'm still mad about that telekinesis thing. What happened to the people diary?
These people are hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called Adam. I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning. One of them cornered me and Christ, his face. I had a gun, but I choked. And then out of nowhere, we both heard this singing. And he took off like hell on wheels. It sounded like a kid. A little girl. Cindy's alive. I know it in my gut.
How would you know, though? All of the little sisters look the same. How would you know which one is your little girl? I have questions. Gonna be boiling up some eggs and take a walk for a drink? All right, Saber. We'll see you when you get back. Abby, countries choose a song. Oh, wait. Countries choose a song that will represent them in the ESC, and then 20 songs are chosen to be in the finals, along with the Big Five and the hosting country. Okay, so it's a little more organized than... It's not just like, you know, a TV show that's, I don't know, entertaining for a season and then it's gone. You never hear of anybody that doesn't win. So is it just like a once-a-year thing? Then it has, like, fun acts, and you listen to all the songs. Okay. Nice shirt choice. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to play. I don't have any... Well, I do have a Bioshock sweater, but it's too small for me. And the logo... So it's a zip-up sweater. The logo is on the front. So the only way to show the logo... I mean, in its entirety, is to zip up the sweater. And it's so freaking tight on me. It's uncomfortable, so I can't wear it. I have it for novelty, though. I can say that I have it. That's about all I can do. I can just say that I have it. Alright, so we're gonna pretend like we're gonna leave, and we're gonna be like, nope, sucker.
No one ever gets that
Ugh, Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you. Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
Sophia Lamb, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Go on, get it. I said this is where I got to go.
I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
No place for me. Who was seeing Enigmas earlier, though? Yeah, yesterday. I happened to get off work about an hour early yesterday, so I caught the early part of his, I caught the end of one of his Silent Hill speedruns, Silent Hill 4 speedruns, and then I got to catch kind of the beginning of the short message. I didn't have time to really chat too much because I was, you know, just got home from work. I was sweaty, I was eating, I had to shower, go to bed, all that stuff, so. But I did want to jump in there and donate to the charity and make sure I hung out for a few minutes at least. Zareth, dang it, missed the first redemption. Also alert. Alright, Zareth, no problem. Yeah, the first redemption's usually gone within the first 5 or 10 minutes of the stream, I think. Sometimes it gets overlooked, or the people that normally, who normally make it to the stream can't be there at the start, or most likely what happens is I have to postpone the stream for an unknown amount of time because of something that's come up, and then people don't know when I'm starting, so they might not get a timely notification to get it. Babs, yeah, and then the country that won the previous year hosts the next year. Oh, okay. So this year it was in Sweden because they won last year, and next year it'll be in Switzerland because they won this year. I see. Abby, you could also see a huge difference between the song that won and the song that got the most votes from the people. Are they not the same? The people don't vote on. Oh, it's one of those things where like you've got judges that vote, and then you've got people that at home that can vote, right? I think American Idol's like that. It's been a long time since I've thought about these kind of shows. Yeah, one was for the people was. Oh wait. One were first for the people, while the other was like number 5 for the people. I see. So who ultimately wins out? Like, how do they choose? How do they choose who the winner is in that case? Yeah, GG's indeed, Mr. Godai. Avi Petra Mead, a national treasure here in Sweden. Basically is our iconic person to host the show. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, 50% people and 50% jury. Gotcha. And the jury usually screws stuff up. They gotta do it for dramatic effect, even if, especially if it's a TV show. At least that's how I think American Idol is. They've always gotta have like a ridiculously silly act. Off the shelf reviews, Gary. Thank you so much for the raid. I saw you were finishing. I knew the last time that I was in your stream, you were pretty close to the end of the quarry. So what was the final tally? Who lived and who died in the quarry? I want to know. I got to know the juicy details. Oh. Hold on. It looks like I just dropped frames. That's all. All right, are we back? We back? I'm here. I'm here. I don't know where I left off. Let me before I go back to that, let me catch up here. Thank you guys for coming in with the raid. Mr. Goat, I never got into those shows. Yeah, me either. They're not my thing at all. Hey, G Electric, Clivian, welcome in. Yeah, let's see. It was rough. Oh, most died, and the rest were infected. Oh no. Oh no. Do you have? Was it? This wasn't your first playthrough, right? This was. I think this was your second playthrough, wasn't it? Caitlin was the only survivor, and also not infected. Gotcha. I haven't played the Dark. I haven't played the Dark Pictures games, but I love watching them because they're kind of like watching movies, right? I find them more fun to watch than play. Emma, Dylan, Jacob, and Nick survived, but infected. Gotcha. They technically didn't die, but you know, you just ruined summer camp for many years to come. How did the Hackett's Quarry lady go? So did you end up? I think what was his name? Was it Silas? No, I might be misremembering that. What about the original werewolf guy? What happened with that? You got another 40% before you 100% that game. Yeah, Mr. Godai has been going through and trying to get all the achievements for the quarry as well. I think it's on the list. Yeah, back. Sorry, guys. I dropped a few frames there. I think I might have just got disconnected. But I was just saying we have a Bioshock series playthrough going on, and we're also playing through a Techland Zombie Marathon. We've played Dead Island, the Red or White campaign, which is part of Dead Island 1. Dead Island Riptide, which is a sequel to Dead Island 1. And we're playing Dead Island 2 for the very first time. It was an Epic exclusive for a year, but I do not play Epic games for any reason whatsoever. But it finally came to Steam after a year, so I'm playing that for the first time. And then we'll be doing Dying Light 1 and 2 replays after that. So that's what we do here. But thank you again for the raid. The White Wolf got away. Didn't investigate enough to push that story. Okay, gotcha. I wasn't sure. All right. Well, that's fair. You got the best, Mr. Godai, you got the best ending straight away, which was great. Oh, it's always perfect when that happens. Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, do you have any other playthroughs of that game planned for the future then, Gary? I'm assuming, like I said, I think that was your second playthrough, right? Alright, they're gonna ambush me in here. We're playing Bioshock 2 on hard difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty. What's funny is that when they came out with the remaster for the Bioshock games, the remastered version of Bioshock 1 got a new difficulty. It got survival difficulty. But I guess they didn't decide to do a survival difficulty for Bioshock 2. There's only easy, normal, or easy, medium, and hard. So we chose hard difficulty. In a year or so, yeah, next time with a guide to make sure you get an ending that you want. There you go. Cool. That's good to hear. I love to watch those games. We know Rod plays those games at least. I'm pretty sure he plays all of them at least once a year. He's waiting on the next Dark Pictures game to be announced or actually come out at some point, so we'll be excited to see that. I love to watch all of them. They're fun to watch, because is the sound a bit low? Is which sound a bit low? The sound of the game or my sound? Abby, to put it into perspective, last year's favorite was Finland. He only had 150 people from the jury, but a lot of people. Sweden won, but only got more points from the jury. Okay. Like you said, most 12s went to Sweden that year. 12s, is that the number? What do you mean 12s? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about I understand what you're saying though about how someone can win even if it's not a people favorite, but you know, is also a jury favorite. Are 12s like the high score, or why is it 12? Well, the 12 corners are the highest points to the jury. Oh, that they hand out. Okay. I'm used to like scales of like 10. Like, you know, best, you know, so many out of 10. A 10 out of 10 is like the best, you know. 12 seems like an arbitrary number. Unless there's like a certain specific number of things that they grade. And that would make sense if there's not exactly 10. My voice, don't know about the game, since the break. Playing levels seem good for you, Michelle. Right now there's a lot of rain stuff, and it's, I think it's just, I mean, it's kind of, you know, up there in loudness for me, but yeah, like in here it's not as loud. We're not right next to a bunch of music. Coffee is good for Eve.
Sorry, honey. I couldn't help myself.
Ryan versus Lamb. Reality.
White is not black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up. And straw is not gold. Look around you. Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2. And A equates to A.
Crowd murmur, tense.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias, dream, delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the people are losing faith. Take a walk, Andrew. It is raining in Rapture. And you have simply chosen not to notice.
Yes. Cheer. I felt like Casper. I did feel like the raid message was. I did feel like the raid message was low. The sound, like if there's a lot of stuff going on in the game, I can't hear the raid message over it. I think that's how I'd missed Crocodile's raid while I was playing Riptide the other day, or the other week. I couldn't hear the raid come in because the game was loud. Abby had a similar system in Melody Festival, which is a competition you have in Sweden to prepare for each year's Eurovision. Though the jury are usually needed because the people only send boring pop. We usually pick between 28 songs and choose one to represent us in the Melody Festival. Huh. Only send boring pop. So they pick just the song. They don't pick a variety of songs for like people to use. Oh wait, we usually pick between 28 songs and choose one to represent us in the Eurovision, right? From the Melody Festival. Babs, the gameplay when Crooked raided the other day was so intense, I don't think I would have noticed either. Yeah, I definitely didn't hear it, so I mean, if there's a problem, I definitely need to know. Oh, died? Already? I seem to remember this being harder. Maybe it was harder on console.
Rapture was to be your paradise. You grasped the so-called great chain of progress and pulled hard in your own interest. But then, the great chain snapped. Now paradise is dying, and you with her. But we are never alone. We shall live on, join the Rapture family, and be reborn.
You keep giving me a bunch of rivets. I don't even need rivets. All I need is the environment. The Swedes have quite bad taste, to be honest. Though it's been getting more diverse the last couple of years, which you like. I would hope there'd be some kind of diversity. I mean, you would think that would be ideal. Though pop is still what we've sent. I see, yeah. Favorite type of music, now that we're talking it, yeah, genre. I like a little bit of everything, but I'm stuck in the past. I don't listen to anything new. I think the newest song I know is probably 10 years old.
Who is it?
I tend to listen to classic rock, soft rock, folk rock. You wanna fight about it? You want me to hack? I'll hack you. Have a seat. And please. And please. I hate it when I accidentally shoot a hack dart. Classic rock, alternative rock, grunge, soft rock, folk rock. I do like some pop. I did grow up with some pop when I was a kid, so there was like probably a 5-year phase where I know a lot of pop music from like the early 2000s. There was like a phase that I went through there. Yeah, that's about it. I do like some R&B from like the 90s and 2000s, but like I said, nothing new. There's not hardly any music that's new that I don't search it out, I guess, is what I mean. I don't go out of my way to try to find it, I suppose.
Rapture was to be your paradise.
Gives us good music in modern times. Gotcha.
Great chain of progress and pulled hard in your own interest. But then, the great chain snapped.
We just read that.
Paradise is dying, and you
I'm
with
leaving.
her. But we are never alone. We shall live on, join the Rapture family, and be reborn.
I need to be in here. I need to go in here. This is the place that we unlocked earlier. We're making really slow progress because I'm kind of distracted today. Know the beast.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for the role of evolution. Depression, fits of panic, sexual pathos, all responses to ancient selection pressure. The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited me here. They mistake my study of natural law for the worship of competition. Remember, Eleanor, one must know the beast before it can be slain.
The Witcher taught us that. That's why you love Eurovision, gives us good music, yeah. I don't know. I can't say there's really anything that I just like the familiar. If it's not familiar, I probably won't listen to it. That same good old tween / early teen. I mean, that's where I probably got introduced to the most different types of music, but I don't actively search it out. I don't search out new experiences or music or movies. I haven't watched a new movie or a movie that's come out like recently. I haven't. I don't keep up with anything that's not video games, pretty much. And that's only just mostly because... That's mostly only just because... You know, Necro and I are both kind of into music and... we're both kind of into music and... Or video games. I'm sorry, I'm really distracted today. I don't know what's going on. I just can't seem to stay focused. Don't need that. Good to know it's there if I need it. Alright, you big sister, you big twatster.
Quickly, head for the elevator.
Your body blocking me. I don't appreciate that. I'm leaving. Don't care. Bye. I need a band-aid today. I missed part.
Now, here is what the children tell me. You are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to a single little one. When you are apart for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma. As long as the girl is in rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Eleanor Lamb, daughter of Sophia. She is kept at Fontaine Futuristics on the other side of the city. You must go there and save her before it is too late.
How is it not? It's only too late, like recently, because we were reborn. This bitch. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Oh no! You run away for it. I'm really distracted today for some reason. I don't know why. I just want it to be tomorrow. Alright, we have trap rivets. Change ammo type, we're good. We can pick up trap rivets. Don't listen to them. The first thing they tell you is trap rivets will never fire on you. But then the thing is that you actually can, you know, get hurt by trap rivets that were set by other people. So that's a lie. Oh. I saw the word filing cabinet and I thought that was the name of the audio diary. I'm like, filing cabinet.
Dr. Su Chong's death was a nasty blow to the Protector program.
Gil.
But I'm gradually settling into his role, picking up the slack that his carelessness left behind. We are gaining steam again, but I'm not satisfied. Yes, the Big Daddy defends the girl, but he is programmed only for the fight. Like a sheepdog who wanders off unless a wolf is tearing at his flock. When no aggressor is present, he regards his little sister as he might a common houseplant. We need something more, something stronger, an unbreakable physiological bond.
So Gil Alexander is the scientific genius in this game. Su Chong was the scientific genius in the last game. But we get to see a different version of Dr. Alexander. It's gonna be lovely. Mr. A. He's probably my favorite. The last day of your long weekend, yeah. Long weekend at work, yeah. I kind of just want to go to work and get it over with so that I can go on about my week, but then I got to go in on Wednesday, but Wednesday will feel like Friday, and I don't have to stream on Wednesday. I find it really hard to stream on work days, but I'm like, I can't exactly eliminate them, and but from a streaming standpoint, I can't just not stream for 3 days. It's bad for business, if you know what I mean. It's just bad for business. I like it when the streams that I watch are on a pretty consistent schedule. That's why I was like, man, does it make sense to take Mondays off? Do I really want to go 3 days without streaming? But there's just then days like this just remind me I just don't. For working for 2 days, and then not streaming, I just kind of get used to not having to think about that stuff, you know? It takes a minute for me to get back into the swing of things. Hey Billy, welcome back. Yeah, sorry, you came in when there was a cutscene earlier, so I didn't have a chance to say hi to you at the time. The beginning of Bioshock games are usually like really heavy, either with cutscenes or lore or music. They try to make kind of a grand entrance, and yeah, it was at the beginning of the game, so.
Hard to get a little attention. But then she wants right. Oh! Hello?
Game gives you a bajillion rivets. Eventually you'll ignore all of them. But until then. Act this ahead of time. A blue bonus for hacking a camera is a longer friendly alarm. I'll mention what those are at the beginning of every hack, but I'm not gonna do it every time. Alright, we're gonna actually need those trap rivets here. Because shit's about to get crazy.
Here, in the ticket booth. Press the button so we can speak face to face.
In Bioshock 1, you got to see Tenenbaum, but only for brief moments. You got to see her at the beginning of the game, and then after that, you see her in her little office, but she's not actually talking to you. So they improved her character model in Bioshock 2 and actually made her, you know, have a lot better, her face model's a lot better. They fixed her face, but then again, everybody's face in Bioshock 1 was awful.
You see? This is why I must fight Sophia Lamb. She is using the new little ones for something. And I have returned to rescue them. If I do not, more children will die for my sins. And the Rapture nightmare will repeat forever. Now, we must talk.
Citizens of Rapture, this is Subject Delta. Behind that mask hides an enemy of the people, without soul or sympathy. It is a beast apart, and as family, we must tear out its jaw and drive it back into the sea.
Lamb will take this place apart to find you. Please hold back the splicers until we escape.
Okay, shit's gonna get real. Oh, the other one. Uprooted. hack. Oh no, I can't hack this actually.
Why they always gotta leave?
Where's my mark?
Get him, bots. Go get him. Correct. This should be it. Bye, bot now. There more? Why is the music going on? Come on. This music is very much annoying. Okay, bot, stop. Did I leave somebody alive? What's going on here? Hello? Done. Oh, there's one person left alive? Where? When you hack a vending machine, it'll drop a free item. There you are. Nice glitch. I see. Alright, so he was actually alive, but it didn't complete his heal.
Thank you. Now I must leave you, and I am sorry for this. But there are others I must help before the city drowns. This man Sinclair, he is an ally, and will guide you to Eleanor. Goodbye, Herr Delta. And good luck.
And good luck.
Well, look at you.
There's my
a
Sinclair.
bona fide knight in armor, complete with iron horse. The name's Augustus Sinclair, sport, Esquire. Old Tannenbaum and I share an interest in the old Fontaine building, the very same place you'll find Eleanor Lamb.
Get the fuck
I think you and I can do business. Take the train to Ryan Amusements. I'll see you shortly.
I just love his accent. They fixed her face. Yes, Babs, exactly. You like Tenenbaum's accent, yeah. I like her accent in the first one, I think, better. She sounds... Of course, when I think about it, I'm like, you know... You know, I think about it and I'm like, you know, maybe, you know, after 10 years, maybe she got rid of some of the accent a little bit. I would be able to I could see it. New diary, the situation.
Sophia Lamb has taken Rapture and is responsible for stealing children from the surface. Her splicers destroyed my submersible and forced me to run. But the ticket booth here is secure, and though I cannot trust him, Sinclair is a valuable ally. I have already rescued a few of the new little ones from Lamb. They all want to know how we will get home. I wish I had the right words for them.
How we'll get home? What do you mean? What home? Alright, sorry for the delay there, guys. I had to put a band-aid on real quick. Alright.
Whoa there. Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead. As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over. To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
Already been on all the rides. I don't know how. This shit's a broken down mess, but okay. Sorry, I thought I saw a shiny. I might have. You never know. These games like to hide things. Alright, we made it to Ryan Amusements. I need to get a chapter list when I do my my status reports and to let us know, to keep track of percentage wise, so I know how many streams it'll take me to get through the game. He doesn't tell you, but he's actually in there. Sinclair's actually in there. He's hiding. Being a sneak. Being a sneak. Alright. We get a lot of Andrew Ryan lore here. He made a Andrew Ryan, the I guess the owner of Rapture, the creator of Rapture, apparently made an amusement park dedicated to his values, which is where we are right now. We're getting ready to be. We've got a little homeless shelter here, it looks like. Somebody visiting from the surface? I doubt it. We are but the stones to pave the way. Who's writing this? Meal time, frozen dinners. Step 1, heat. Step 2, eat. Yes, folks, in 2 simple steps, you too can have a good square meal. Okay. Advertising TV dinners. Hypnotic, you find it odd that they have a fire-inducing plasmid in an amusement park. I mean, they've got them everywhere. They've definitely got them everywhere. Alright, I'm gonna save this because this area is gonna turn into a battlefield later. So I don't have Vita Chambers turned off, but I am gonna create manual saves and try to operate from those. We've been fortunate enough not to have died yet. We will be reborn. She is our salvation. Eleanor's progress.
Eleanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical participation in her birth was minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor, loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save. But I admit, it is with some measure of pride that I review her marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of our beliefs, she may surpass even me.
Think so, huh? Not if I have anything to do with it. We can't read the diary yet. It's frozen. You just can't have it.
Clown! Fucking clown! You think you're so funny! Go ahead, ruin it!
I haven't decided if I want to turn off Vita Chambers yet. Is there a quick save? So. I'm glad I feel like my muscle memory is still here, relatively. From, there's certain, patterns for the hacking. There's certain patterns for the machines.
Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Insert your ticket now. Half price for children under 3.
I don't have a ticket. All of the future. Plasmids available. Atlantic Express. Rapture's fastest way to travel. I mean, you know, when it's not getting torpedoed. Free health. Stacks of signs. Alright, we need a ticket.
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe. Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit. Hacking skills. There's repeating patterns, so like my muscle memory just kind of remembers about how long something takes. I think it takes a lot of practice, I feel like, to get to that point. Yeah, we get that. I gotta remember this. There's a power to the people machine, but I don't want to improve the rivet gun because I'm not gonna be using it. It's way too slow of a weapon. I'll be using it for trap rivets, but that's about it. So yeah, they're like, hey, there's a machine gun here. You can totally have this, but you don't know how to get it. And then they're like, oh, look, a weapon upgrade station. They don't tell you that you're getting ready to get it on your return back. So I'm gonna skip it for now. We're gonna get it on our way back. Hop the turnstile. Who's gonna know? I know, right? Just force open the door. You're a big daddy. Just go. Yeah, the thing that you just, you know, you have to have a ticket. But I think the problem, Hypnotic, is that this is how high we can jump. I don't think we can vault in our suits. Game logic, right? Saber, finished with making egg salad. Time to put it in the fridge and let it come together flavor-wise. Yep, it's gotta sit. Oh, shit. Love boiled eggs so much. I love all eggs. Well, except, you know, sunny side up eggs, or... I gotta have both sides of my eggs cooked. But the extent to which the yolk is cooked is what I care about. Tool. The old sheepdog.
I was hired to engineer a park the likes of which no man has seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here coo with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature. Antiquated, he said. This place could have been something magical. But instead, he turned it into a school. No, a cathedral. Dedicated to himself.
Hack the door controls. That should pop it open.
You love his accent too? Sinclair's accent? Yeah, I love Sinclair's accent for sure. Sinclair's accent is like an aged bourbon, nice and smooth. Yeah, the voice actor who played him is really good. He's my favorite.
just a little prank to scare the angel.
Look, it's...
Can I come out to play again, Mr. B?
We're like, what is it? There she is, but we don't see the Big Daddy. Alright, we're just here for the old ticket. It's our ticket.
Jam dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The little sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
El Dorado Lounge.
Motor. Oh, she's a bad
Alright, new gun, who dis? Now that I have a gun, I'm upgrading it. Get rid of that fucking recoil, please. Thank you. Recoil is so awful. Alright. God damn it. So whenever I go to the menu, okay, so when I pause, let's say I'm over here on the save button and I do a save. Let's say I do a save. When I go back in, my button is always on the options menu. Every time I have to choose, I have to click up to go to save. It keeps going to the options menu. It's like it's a default cursor location.
Get yourselves hid. No fuck-ups this time. Daddy's home. Take aim.
Come on.
Fire. We cannot hide.
Hide from salvation.
Flee from the light. A plague of poison.
Outrage! An outrage!
My back. Back away.
It's the reload button. Square.
You fucking Bill. Thy
Shit, there's another one. God. I didn't see him! Fuck! I went the wrong way.
This on yourself. Hey, where'd you go? All this crap in my way.
All this crap in my way. That's how I feel when I get stuck on the environment. I just gotta get used to the difficulty. Playing on hard difficulty. But I always feel like in these games, medium is too easy. There's some games where I'm like, I just want an easy experience all the time, no matter what. And then games like this, I'm just like, you know, I just kind of progressively start playing harder and harder difficulties. Hey guy, what's up? It's going okay. I need to get back into the swing of things from a gameplay standpoint. I just got to, well, we were playing Dead Island 2 all last week, and they have like complete opposite control schemes. So, good times, huh? The biggest change that you liked was that you could use plasmids and weapons at the same time. Yep. Absolutely. I agree. How are you doing, Guy?
I am Andrew Ryan. Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Please, enjoy the park.
Ryan Amusements. More like Ryan's Indoctrination. Sports Boost! You've picked up your first Gene Tonic. Tonics are passive abilities that have a variety of helpful effects. Unlike plasmids, you never have to activate tonics. They take effect as soon as you equip them. One of the big things One of the big things that I really liked about Bioshock 2 that they improved over the first one is you have a whole, instead of having individual tracks and then you max out each track, you just have one big bank and you can pick and choose what you want to equip. So you can become really, really OP in certain ways or in the gameplay style that you like, as opposed to, you know, only being able to pick a little bit from column A, B, C, D. That's what I liked about it too. Okay, eating a chicken and some bread. Simple is nice. Sometimes simple is absolutely nice. I'm gonna have my simple TV dinner later before I go to work. Crocodiles, thank you so much for the raid and welcome in. I do feel like the alert notifications are kind of quiet. Maybe I should turn down my game volume. Rod Brutus, welcome in. Hey, thanks. Double shout out. How did Mirage go today? Now that I know how Mirage kind of plays, did you make some good progress today? Doubled up again. Yeah, Rod usually, if he's coming in with a Crocodiles raid, he's usually getting the shout out for it as well. How's Bioshock 2 Electric Boogaloo going? It's going good. It's a little slow. I find myself being like kind of like, I feel like I'm a little distracted today, so I'm not hyper focused like I usually am. I'm kind of I can't believe it's 11:30 already. I feel like we've hardly made any progress because of me dicking around all day. So, but it's going okay. You know, I got to get used to the controls again after playing Dead Island 2 and going back to a shooter. Got to get used to that. But yeah, other than that, it's going well. How did the rest of your Brotherhood stream go? How far did you get in the Da Vinci Disappearance DLC? I don't know how long it is, so I don't have a frame of reference. But I hope that went well. It happens indeed. Yep. No worries on double shoutouts. Cricket went really well. You got the first assassination of the slaver done and started working on the investigations for the second one. You'd like to find all the bureaus next and start each investigation so you can do them at the same time. While exploring. Okay, I kind of did just one thing at a time and mostly focused on just the story. And then like when I'd get kind of later on in the stream where I'm like, I don't want to start the next big story thing, so I'll just, you know, do random side stuff, pickpockets, looting, stuff like that. Thank you for the follow, by the way, and welcome in. You think that that could work out well with the no HUD? Yeah, gotcha. That's good. I'm glad that you had a good stream. Bioshock 2 is going okay. We're playing this game on hard difficulty like we did Bioshock 1. It's the hardest difficulty for this particular game. In Bioshock 1, they had a survival difficulty, which I choose not to engage with because it's annoying. I find hard difficulty is like much more balanced. But this game is a little more unforgiving. Like in Bioshock 1, you can carry 10 healing items or first aid kits. And 10 Eve hypos, which is your mana, basically. And in this game, you can only carry 5 of each, and then you can, like, get an upgrade for each one, so you can carry an additional 1. So you're kind of limited. I feel like you've got to do a lot more looting in this game than you do in the first game, because you could just stockpile a bunch of med kits and just go do whatever you want, buy a bunch of stuff at the vending machine, and you're golden. I feel like this game requires you to be a little more strategic in that way. And especially playing on hard difficulty, you know, every little bit of loot counts, of course. Avi, welcome back. Babs, it's good you're getting used to it again. You smash it tomorrow like you used to do on Tuesday. Yeah. I was talking about, I was like, I'm wondering if I want to, now that I'm working, I'm wondering if I want to change my stream days off from Wednesday to Monday. Because I used to stream just 5 days a week, but then, you know, I did a poll and people were like, we want a weekend stream. Like, okay, if we're gonna do a weekend stream, I'm gonna have to give up a weekday. So I looked at the analytics at that time. This was a couple years ago at this point, I think, a year or two at least. And Wednesday was the day of the least amount of engagement. So I'm like, all right, I'll take Wednesdays off and then I'll start including weekend streams. Well, now I'm finding that Mondays are like the biggest like slog, but not because it's a Monday. I think it's because I'm always starting a new game and I'm really excited about starting a new game on that day, and it's truncated because I have to go to work. So I feel like I can barely get started on Monday streams without feeling like I've got to just leave. Whereas like on a Wednesday or a Thursday, when I do work on Thursdays, if I cut my stream short, normally we're, you know, already past the main stuff. We're kind of just trudging through, but I feel like on Mondays, it's like, it's when I start new playthroughs most of the time, or I try to finish up playthroughs in like a nice, well-rounded week. So I don't know. I might give some thought to changing my stream day off every week. I don't know. I'm just throwing some ideas around. Crooked, you did the same thing with the investigation, kind of kept them separate, yeah, but this time you think it'll feel less restricted that way. Yeah, I think I did it from like an immersion, to like I wanted to make sure that what I was working on, I remembered what I was working on, so that I wouldn't lose track of, wait, this is part of this, but it's, you know, I wanted it to be like, okay, we did this entire investigation and it made sense from beginning to end, like if you watch a VOD kind of thing. But yeah, for a second playthrough, then, you know, you can do it whatever way that you want. Were you gone for long? No, it's all right, Abby, no problem. Rod, glad it's going okay otherwise, yeah? Your stream went it went pretty well. It's pretty short, but also wasn't worried about optional objectives. Oh, so you finished it in a couple hours. So you did complete the DLC in one day, okay. I wasn't sure. Tomorrow, Revelations, yeah, you'll be, tomorrow, Revelations Ezio will be traveling to Istanbul. By way of Masyaf. Yeah, I really enjoyed Revelations. It was really fun. It's probably I really liked the story of Assassin's Creed 2, but I like the character. I like the end character that Ezio became by the end of Revelations, and they had I feel like they had honed in a lot of the gameplay stuff by then. Plus, you get the hook blade, right? And I like Yusuf as a character. Yeah, I think Revelations is probably close to my favorite one, I would say. I'm trying to remember now what my my tier list said, but I kind of grade things based on different criteria. Guy, you only played Bioshock 2 once. Felt too much like the first one. It really is similar. I feel like they made a lot of gameplay related improvements, but they kept a lot of the stuff the same. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Rod, that's fair. I think if you need to change up your schedule when you need, it's a good idea to go with how you feel. It depends. It's something that I didn't think of until today when I realized I'm like, it's like I feel like I would be a lot more into what I'm doing if I knew that I had more time to dedicate to it. But the only way that I could do that is by playing it on a day that I don't have to work. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Yeah, I'll give it some thought, and if so, I might do a poll. I don't know. Dab's got to do what works for you. If you aren't enjoying the shorter stream with a new game on days, it would make a lot more sense. Yeah, before, when we weren't really doing primary and secondary games, the way that the work week went, or the way that the stream week went, was I still streamed on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday. But I would play one game on Monday, Tuesday, and play a different game on Thursday, Friday, instead of doing a full week of one game. But then I started realizing I felt like I wasn't making any progress doing it that way. I felt like everything was taking a really long time to do, so I switched to the schedule where we play one game one week and then the other game for an entire other week. I found that I enjoyed playing the same game for 4 or 5 days in a row rather than just, you know, 2 days of this and 2 days of that. It was messing with my immersion, especially with like the Assassin's Creed series, where you know, I would get 2 days of progress with, let's say, Syndicate, and then I would play 2 days of, like, you know, a Bioshock game, and it's like I felt like I just wasn't getting anything done. And now I'm finding that I'm kind of gravitating to trying to complete a game, you know, in a single week's time. Most famous 2-part weapon in the series. It's true, Rod. Not that you wouldn't have liked another Ezio game in Italy. Changing locations for Revelations was definitely a good choice, yeah. I liked looking at all the different types of architecture. Especially because they gave you specific information about the very specific building you were looking at that existed in real life at that time. Oh, is my voice off sync, guys? Is anybody else experiencing that? Babs got it. Takes some time to get used to the new controls again, slow things down. Yeah. I feel like if I had more time, it would be a little easier transition. Okay, I gotcha. I've heard that kind of things happens. I do know that we had an issue where I got disconnected earlier, so I'm not sure if a refresh would change anything. But if you're just now getting here for the first time, that wouldn't apply in that case. I hope you're doing well, Scar. Welcome in. Abby, Revelations and Black Flag are two of the best stories, yeah? You want to know why? Why is that? Like the intro? Now it's good. Cool. Darby McDevitt. Who's that? Alright, we made it to Ryan Amusements. We're gonna look at all these different things here, but there's gonna be some enemies that are gonna bother us, so let's see. Oh, the story writer. That's why the stories are the best. I gotcha. I don't remember I did like, the best thing I liked about Revelations was the Suleiman intrigue, I think. The rest of it was kind of okay. I liked Sophia. The Sophia part of it. Yeah, I like Old Man Ezio. Alright. Let's see, so we've got a tour that we can do, and we will. But we've got quite a lot to explore in a new area, and I feel like what's annoying is just that, like, it's just like I haven't played this game in, like, what did I say, 2021? I haven't played this game in like 3 years, and I'm like, I just want to go through this whole chapter, but I'm like, I can't, because I have 50 minutes, and it's like, I'd rather not even fucking be here. Anyway. All of the future. So I know the area that we want to go to is where we need to go to get Incinerate. Transport security. All the souvenirs. Did somebody have gin in their... someone had gin in their suitcase to Ryan Amusements. I guess you can do whatever you want to do, suppose. Audio diary. Volunteer.
I love the kids in Miss Englert's third grade class, but boy, I had no idea what I was getting into. Volunteering to chaperone this New Year's sleepover party at Ryan Amusements. Donnie, get down off that exhibit, and I told you, spit out that gum! You'll choke! The kids' parents deserve a night off to enjoy New Year's, but I'm at my wit's end. Donnie, I told you!
Goddamn kids. Beating up Duccio again in Revelations is gonna go. But it wasn't my primary focus. I was mostly focused on what was going on between Eivor and Sigurd. Duccio is immortal. You remember killing him like 5 times the last time you played Revelations? Yeah. I remember being confused because I was like, why does this guy keep coming back? I didn't even know who he was. Rod had to tell me it was Duccio, because I'm like, I didn't even remember him from AC2. Donnie ruining things for everyone. Goddamn kids. Just keeps coming back for more. AC2, you threw him into a scaffold. In the Da Vinci DLC, you threw him into the water. You're just abusing that guy. Alright, I guess we'll go through the tour since we can do that today without having to worry about making any kind of specific progress. This area is going to become Splicer territory eventually, so we might as well do this while we can. Alright, so we've got a series of displays that we're gonna watch and listen to the audio for. I think there's some more on the other side, so this will take a few minutes to get through. You like to call Duccio the Ezio Trilogy punching bag? He really is. He absolutely is, and they really made it really fun in Revelations.
Andrew Ryan wakes one night while cruising the Atlantic in his steamliner, the Olympian. His sleep interrupted with a singular purpose. Here, he shouts to his crewmen as he wipes sleep from his eyes. Full stop. We begin building here.
I just got here. Headshots are critical. This game on harder difficulties is going to be really hard for you if you are not a sharpshooter. It does have auto aim though, so you've got that going for you. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I was trying to...
This mine shelter.
I missed her with the Eve. Alright. Andrew Ryan wakes up from his ship and just says, "Here, this is where it will be." And then...
Refitted for heavy construction, the Olympian returns with a new cargo. A state-of-the-art submersible platform, nicknamed the Sinker, ferries supplies and workers to the sea floor, fathoms below.
Yes. Oh, looks like Atlas.
After initial supplies have been brought to the seafloor, the platform is permanently moored in the sediment. Massive iron girders are sunk hundreds of feet into the rock and silt. Below the platform, engineers work to overcome obstacles such as diamond-hard rock, obstinate sea life, and unexpected
So that's how it stays there. Is that right? Let's see. Got two more. People fluctuations. We're gonna go to get the plasmid first, which I think is around here. What does it say? We're looking for the El Dorado Lounge. El Dorado Lounge, there it is. Rod, you're looking forward to replaying RE5 this weekend, because out of 4, 5, and 6, it's the one that you played the most in the past. You want to do easy first for its 15th, so that you can get the end faster and get the filters unlocked. Then you want to play through with the filters. Also want to do the 2 DLC as well, plus some other things. So, Rod, if you're playing Resident Evil 5, if you're playing the remastered versions of them, are you sure that you already don't have the filters unlocked? You probably had to unlock the filters in the original game, but do you know if the version that you have on the modern console now actually has, because the PS4 version, for example, is the remaster. Oh, has it? I haven't. It hasn't been showing up for me. I know that it did at least once. Oh, hold on. My stream was paused. In this case, yeah, my weird. Yeah, it didn't even tell me I was experiencing any issue. These times it fixed itself. Oh, you've lost stream a few times in the past 5 minutes? Okay. Well, my screen was frozen for a second, but I didn't see anything in OBS. Normally I do. I lowered my overall bit rate to try to combat the connection issue, but I saw the one connection issue, but that was about it. That's weird. Stream is freezing a lot. Is it? I didn't even know. Hold on, let me see what's happening here. All right, I think it's okay now, but I'm gonna go back and reread. I'm gonna reread Rod's message. I saw Brutus typed "oh no," but I looked and everything looked fine. But at the same time, my stream looked like it was fine because I wasn't moving or doing anything. So maybe it actually wasn't working and I didn't know. Normally I can tell when it's messing up. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, okay, so Rod must have heard me because he answered my question, so I'll get to Abby's now. Oh wait, oh no, I missed the previous message even. Duccio is the embodiment of the alliance map. Given people give in. That's why he should be battered at every option, at every corner. Abby, yesterday you saw a YouTuber play Far Cry 3 for the first time. She was in shock of Vaz. He's such a great villain. And Michael Mando does a fantastic job with him. He feels like the Heath Ledger's Joker of gaming. I feel like, so when I played through Dying Light and I told people I'm a sucker for a good villain, and Far Cry 3 was the game that was recommended to me by Hitch, actually, Retro Hitch. I know I've mentioned him a few times, but he's the one who gave me the idea to try out the Far Cry series. This was years ago, before I was even like a streamer, really. When he wrote "oh no," it froze. Okay, because I was looking, I didn't see anything that looked strange. I should I'll keep a closer eye and make sure my actual camera's moving and that my closed captioning is working. Anyway, I didn't read the rest of so then you want to play through with the filters. You also want to do the 2 DLC as well, plus some other things. I still haven't played the DLC for Resident Evil 5, but I've watched it and it didn't look like something I was interested in. Twitch even gave me an ad. How dare. Yeah, if the stream has been live for a period of time, if you pause and replay the player, it'll give you another pre-roll ad as if you haven't been there because it gets disconnected. Rod, actually not sure. You mean you've streamed the Xbox version of the remaster in the past, but not for PS5 though. Okay, so don't know if it's already unlocked from the start or not. Was it, as far as the Xbox version of the remaster didn't have the filters unlocked? I thought I remembered being able to choose those. Unless it's something you have to unlock with the points. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I didn't think you had to unlock the filters with points, but it's been so long since I had to do a new playthrough of Resident Evil 5 with no save file. Hard telling. Abby, but it lasted for like 30 seconds. Okay. Oh, I wasn't talking about Ivar and Uba. I'm not sure what I said that would have sounded like that. You would have loved it if Eva. Oh, I see. Yeah, Voss. You loved it if Ivar was more like Voss. I mean, he was kind of had that craziness about him. They're comparable. I could see that. Ivar was your second favorite character in the game either way. Some more insanity would have made him perfect, yeah. Well, I think they wanted you to just think he was a little unhinged. I don't think they wanted to give you the impression that, you know, he was a ticking time bomb. Oh, okay, I'm not sure what I said that sounded like that. That's my bad. Rod, it's been so long since you played and streamed RE5 on the Xbox, but for all I know, those filters could be available from the start, or maybe just one is. That's why I was going to say, if you check and those filters are available at the start of the game, does that mean that you'll just do the one playthrough then with the filter of choice? And then the DLC? True. Geez, you want to rewrite Valhalla's story. Yeah. Valhalla is still so much in my memory that, in the front of my mind, that I'm like, I doubt that I'll ever replay the story of Valhalla just because of how long it is. And not to mention, I was talking about this earlier, but I already got the endings that I want in Odyssey and Valhalla. There's literally like no replay value at all, except to go back and like finish things up. That's all. My health, I gotta worry about a big daddy. These doors will unlock later when we unlock things, but for right now they are locked. That's the point of no return. You'd still do it with the default filter first, as a vanilla run through kind of thing. Oh, okay, that's fair. Redacted. Yeah, we don't speak of the redacted map. Abby, please, you don't replay the game for the story. You replay it for the Alliance map? Yeah, that would... if I was replaying it for the Alliance map, it would not be a replay. It would not be something I would choose to do.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
Eat dog.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for...
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog-eat-dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
I wanted to see these dog eaters for myself. Rod, you preferred the DLC with Chris and Jill before the events of the main game. Yeah, they kind of give you a flashback into them in the main story of the game. But I never went back, and you just don't see. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't see a lot of people playing the DLCs, so I really don't even remember exactly what it was about. Abby, you've only played RE2, 3 Remake, 4 Remake, 4 OG, 7 and 8. Are 5 and 6 worth playing? I'm not a huge fan of the gameplay in Original 4, and I know 5 is similar in a way, but the story is good. You definitely want to try it out. I would say if you're looking for a story, Resident Evil 6 is too convoluted. I wouldn't bother with Resident Evil 6. 5's story is interesting enough. I like the characters in it. But I would say Resident Evil 5 plays a lot like Resident Evil 4. So if you didn't like Resident Evil 4, you probably won't like 5. Says guy. Oh, Wesker. Yeah. Sorry, I had to think there. I'm like, glasses guy. Like the guy who wears the sunglasses. Yeah, he loves his sunglasses. Yeah, it's got Wesker in it. That voice reminds me of the voice for Eivor in the prologue of Valhalla. The notorious child voice, yeah. This is the, yeah, that was the child version of the older child that we're trying to find in this game. I like how it started out as Sophia Lamb's, one of her audio diaries about psychiatry, and Eleanor just found an old audio diary and just recorded over it. I thought that was funny. It's noodle time! Hey, Necro. I mean, you like to achieve 4, but the gameplay was really annoying. I will say that they made some key improvements, especially with the camera in Resident Evil 5. But if you thought that the movement and the controls were clunky, they're gonna feel clunky in Resident Evil 5 too. Resident Evil 6 has a lot more versatility in terms of your abilities. I think 6 is fun to play, but the story, I think, is really confusing in 6. So if you're looking for a good story, I would not recommend playing 6 because it's very convoluted. I love it. I've got hundreds of hours in Resident Evil 6. But I'm also a huge fan of the series and don't really care about that kind of stuff. I would be playing it even if it wasn't a Resident Evil game. All hail the noodles! How's your Monday work day going today, Necro? How are you going through more resumes today? Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me. I didn't equip the last gene that I picked up. I need to go to a gene bank. Do they have one near here? Oops. Where is the nearest gene bank? Let's see if I can make heads or tails of this stupid map. It says vending machine. Gene bank, okay. So it would have its own special icon. They change floors. You have any? Oh, great. I forgot to actually equip the first passive ability I picked up. Fuck. RE4 Remake lacks the goated line from the original. Women. It has no. Oh wait, no. Resident Evil 4. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. I think they took away a lot of the sexist type stuff for the remake. They tried to make it a little more modern. Oh, it's not really. Now it's resume rejection time. That's fair. You feel RE4 Remake really improved on the story? Luis became a character you really liked, unlike a character that just is. That's true. And you get to actually work with them in the remake, which I thought was cool. Rod, the way that they structured the story across multiple characters and when they intersect was very confusing, yeah. You don't think 6 is one of the greatest RE games, but I think it still has things about it that are worth replaying it. Oh, I'd love to replay the game. I love the gameplay aspect of Resident Evil 6. It's really fun. It's a fun game. Just don't play it for the story. Sure. Necro cutting down the group from 30 plus to something more manageable. Yeah. I think you said you were down, you're trying to get it down, or maybe it was down to like 6. 6, maybe? It's a little sister ahead to get the atom. You must deal with her big daddy. First, he will not attack until you do, but be prepared for a difficult fight. And we're playing this on the hardest difficulty. So we're gonna be setting up ideal situations.
Now that big daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
Favorite story is the Ethan Winters story. You think it's so good, but he's like a freaking god, yeah. I liked Ethan in Resident Evil 7. I did not like him in Village. Was not a fan of him in Village. I'll hold that for later. Get the fuck out of the way, bot. Jesus Christ. These bots insist. These bots insist on sitting at eye level with you. We don't have any security camera yet, so there's no research. You do really enjoy 2, 3, and 4 stories as well. Yeah, I like the Resident Evil stories. Audio diary, child and guardian.
I found one of those children at last. Filthy dress, all alone. I approached her, praying that it was my little girl. But she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse. It wasn't her. I stared, just reeling. And then that skinny, armored freak that took Cindy jumped me, shrieking like an animal. I escaped, but could Cindy have become one of those things? I've got to find her, now more than ever.
Alright, we are ready, as we're going to be. Although this big... I need to test and see how strong this Big Daddy is, because I might not have enough health to sustain a direct hit. So I'm gonna create a manuals. God damn it. This game, whenever I open this menu, it's always on the options menu instead of the top menu option. So I'm like, when I go to save, I always think save is the second menu option. So I click in here and I go to quit to main menu. And I'm like, no, that's not what I want. 10-ish is what you're going for. I gotcha, Necro. Abby for 3, you feel the game was far too short. Nemesis was much lesser threat than Mr. X. Huh, I thought it was the other way around. I couldn't get away from Nemesis. You just walk by Mr. X. Oh wait, no, you're talking about the remakes. Sorry. Yeah, I feel like the Nemesis engagements in RE3 Remake were they felt more scripted than anything. And while some of them were scripted in Resident Evil 3 Remake, you couldn't really easily just get past them. I mean, like the casual player. But in RE2 Remake, yeah, Mr. X is pretty intimidating. He appeared from time to time, but not to the same extent as Mr. X, and definitely not as scary, yeah. Why is that? You do prefer him in 7, but you don't mind him in 8. Just the, I don't know, crazed parent searching for their lost child. It's just not a storyline that gets me. It's why, it's another reason why, like, The Evil Within 2, the story doesn't do anything for me. I don't even care about it. But I like the villains and I like the gameplay, right? It's just, I don't know. I don't have that, like, maternal instinct kind of thing, if that makes sense. Though for the story of 8, you feel the villains and Black Goo, forget what it's called, was the best part. You thought Heisenberg was really interesting. There's some people that just hate Heisenberg. I liked him. You feel like that made him a lesser threat. Mr. X walked around in the footsteps, almost made me freak out. Yeah, he could have been another player trying to take me out for all I know. Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, Mr. X is definitely intimidating in Resident Evil 2 Remake for sure. Alright, I'm gonna try to create the situation I want to solve here. I don't have anything fire-wise to do here. I guess I could try to get him to hit this. I'm debating turning off Vita Chambers. He didn't feel like an AI. Gotcha. There are some areas in Village where, or not Village, areas in RE2 Remake where he does teleport to you, like he's literally programmed to appear in certain areas regardless of where you think you left him. Well, gonna have to bait him over here. Get it, bot. Get the fuck out of the way, bot. I'm out. Gonna be a problem. Shut. Fuck.
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
Boy, she moved on really quick.
He's nicer than other daddies.
Yeah. Sucker.
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
Alright, there's a button for this. Press and hold X to lead you to where you need to go. Okay. Alright, we good. Ron, RE3 Remake you still enjoyed. You can understand not liking the things missing from the original, yeah. You do prefer Nemesis in the original where he's like Mr. X in Remake 2. But RE2 Remake is definitely better than RE3 Remake. Yeah, Ron. I pretty much only play Resident Evil 3, both original and remake. I'm not a fan of either one of them, really. I play them as part of my marathons because they're canon stories, but I definitely don't really enjoy them very much. When I play RE3 Remake, I just kill everything with my infinite rocket launcher and be done with it. Like, I don't really enjoy the gameplay there. It's true, but he still feels like his own being making his own decisions. Even if the game sometimes forces him into certain places, yeah. Like, I don't know, I just think he's, like, deranged. Like, they made him, like, a fucking roided out rage machine in Village. He's just so mad. He's just so ragey. Like, the final boss fight between him and Miranda is just too much. And I guess it's weird too. Like, there's certain lines that he says that I just don't really care for. Just, I don't know. He's arguing with Miranda, like at the end of Village. He's arguing with her and telling him, Rose is my goddamn kid. Like, who says that about their children? Like, nobody talks about their children that way. You calling your baby your kid? Calling them a goddamn kid? Like, calm down, Ethan. Take a chill pill. It ain't that serious. Why are you so fucking mean? Why are you so mad? Like, I don't get that whole parental instinct shit. I don't know. It's not a story thing that appeals to me in any way, shape, or form. I just don't get it. Yeah, sure, Dadder. Who's the bigger Big Daddy? Hit him in the box. That's right. Boop him. Abby, you found some friends who's a diehard RE fans, and both say RE7 is the scariest, but for me that game is like a walk in the park compared to like RE2, the Lickers, and Mr. X. I would say that I think they're comparable experiences. I think Jack is terrifying in Resident Evil 7. I think Mr. X is terrifying in RE2 Remake. I feel like they're pretty similar. I would say that with RE2 Remake, though, you don't have to worry about being incredibly accurate unless you're dealing with boss fights, like common enemies. You're not really going to get an advantage by hitting anyone with a headshot or whatever. I mean, if you shoot someone and shoot their kneecap off, they can't walk, you know, that's a strategy, I guess, but the game is unforgiving in terms of getting in too close or taking too many chances. But Resident Evil 7, the thing that Resident Evil 7 the thing that makes RE7 as challenging as it is that in order for you to be successful, you pretty much have to be a marksman. You have to get headshots. You have to hit weak points. If you can't hit weak points, you're not even going to finish the game. Like, you're just going to get annihilated by every enemy. Unless you learn how to block, you know. In RE3 Original, they introduced a dodge mechanic that was shitty. and not something you could easily depend on. In Resident Evil 7, they introduced a block mechanic, which was completely new to the series. And so everybody who had ever played a Resident Evil game, they never blocked because you've never had to. You just the way that you win is by avoiding damage and doing damage. That's all you've ever had to do. But in Resident Evil 7, they made it to where you had to block and you had to get headshots. That is how you beat the game. Like, if you can't get a headshot, you're gonna hate it. You know, if you're not very good at shooters, you're not gonna have a good time. RE2 had great horror vibes. I agree, Casper. Yeah, I like the original and the remake for RE2, but I grew up with RE2 original, so that makes sense. Infinite rocket launcher would be very fun. Yeah, I finally did a lot of the easier challenges with a few playthroughs and unlocked the infinite rocket launcher, so that makes RE3 remake a lot more fun now. A funny thing about RE3 is that the scariest part of the game is the police station. Nothing beats the atmosphere of that police station, especially if you're familiar with the RE2 remake. I think you kind of know you knew what to expect in RE2, but you didn't in RE3. So, while you thought you were familiar, there was still an unknown to it. Abby, if we're talking about great parental protagonists, then Bayek is much better than Ethan. I mean, yeah, you kind of see... Now, the thing is, one of the different things, so here's the thing. When you're talking about a child that is a baby that has no personality, they can't use words, they can't understand what you're saying, I don't think that it's a fair comparison. In Origins, Bayek is talking to a young child who has a brain that can think for himself, that feels and thinks and can share and has a social aspect to it. I don't think the two are comparable. You can't really compare the relationship between a parent and a baby and a parent and their toddler. I feel like it's a different type of dynamic. But I don't know that, obviously, because I don't have them, but that's my opinion on it anyway. Ethan's more of a random guy. Ethan is like the only person in the Resident Evil series that is just a random Joe Schmo off the street. He doesn't have any formal training. I think that makes that experience unique as well, so I appreciate that about RE7. Ethan barely has a voice. Yeah, he barely says anything. He's barely mildly even inconvenienced by his insane wife in Resident Evil 7. He hardly says anything. But in fucking Resident Evil Village, if you even... when Heisenberg would talk shit about, stealing Rose and using her against Miranda, he's just like, I'd like to see you try. Like, why are you so mean? Like, you're not some big buff guy, Ethan. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get there, you're gonna chop your hand off, and you're gonna run around screaming, shut up. Sit down. All he wanted to do was get back his wife. Yeah, that's all he had. He had one goal. Guy, RE7 had some cool, scary moments at that level where you get the arm, but mostly just the typical dark action with a few enemy types. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I thought the old house where you get the arm was the scariest part of Resident Evil 7. It's the one that had the most anticipation for me. Rosie, oh, welcome in, by the way. I did see your message there. No, I liked RE4 remake. I feel like it's too long, just like RE4 original. The game just never fucking ends. But I don't prefer Resident Evil 4 either. But if I had to choose between the original and the remake, I would choose the remake. Ethan is a slapstick joke, which is how you appreciate him. Yeah. Some of the little one-liners he says in RE7, I like him better in RE7. Abby, the super dark area and the boat are the two scariest places. I hated the boat so much. It's such a slog. Like, once I get to the boat, I just want to shut the game off and say, okay, I beat it. I do not like the boat section at all in any way, shape, or form. The thing is that at some point in the story, you start to realize that a child is the antagonist, and it just takes away all the scariness. Like, there's nothing about a child that's scary to me. The sudden scary child laugh, the laughter, the baby, the baby crying stuff, it's just not scary to me. Like, as soon as I find out it's a child, it becomes a joke. Like, this is not horror. The best protagonist in RE, in your opinion, is Leon, but then you've but you haven't really got to know Jill or Chris, who are the OGs, yeah. I would recommend playing a RE1 remake if you can handle the static camera angles and the tank controls. But if not, I probably wouldn't recommend it. You're probably not going to enjoy it. Avi, you just realized that Bayek is another Punisher. The revelation. Okay, back to collecting Adam. Have a good stream. Yeah, I haven't done much of anything in the stream. In fact, I'm just going to call it here because I'm not making any progress at all. So we're just going to call it here. I just save my... Just save it. Just shut up. Yeah, I'm too distracted. I can't play this game today. All right, I think that's just where we're gonna call it because we're playing Bioshock and talking about Resident Evil and Assassin's Creed, and it's just doing my head in. So I gotta go. Anyway, have a good rest of your day at work, Necro. I will see you when I get home tonight because I got to work today. Abby, the YouTuber you mentioned who played Far Cry 3 for the first time, played RE7 in 2022, and it was hilarious. She hated Ethan. He angered her so much. And in the game, he was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm killing these people? These monsters? Monsters? We played Far Cry 3 for the first time, then played... Okay, gotcha. Killing these people? These monsters? Yeah, well, they're not people anymore. Yeah, Rod, the nice Silent Hill 3 reference there. They look like monsters to you? And she was like, grow some balls, Ethan. I don't know. I don't know what I would do in that situation, guys. I just don't know. No problem for the stream devs. Reminds me of the Soma guy. Oh man, Soma is such a good game. I think everybody should play it. I don't like it in terms of like you being a helpless protagonist that has hardly, you know, a run and hide horror game. I don't really appreciate those. But the story is really good if you haven't played it. It's probably predictable to some people who are familiar with certain types of storylines, but I happened to play Soma early before I experienced those storylines in other games. So I heard that they added a mode to Soma that makes you basically invincible. When I say invincible, I mean it makes you actually able to get immersed into the story without, you know, watching your back all the time. Although the dangerous areas in that game are pretty scripted. It's not like Alien Isolation where I felt like I couldn't even enjoy the game because I was just getting interrupted by it all the time. I felt like I couldn't get anything done, and I'm like, that's not scary to me, it's annoying. Like, even on easy difficulty, I was like, I'm just not having fun with this. I feel like I can't get anything done. Choose to stream, no problem. She was extremely scared, so blaming it on Ethan made it more hilarious. I gotcha. There you go. Okay, that's fair. It was a nice defense mechanism then, Abby. You still need to play that. I heard a lot about it. It's really good, Rod. It's a really good game. I really liked it. I mean, I didn't like to play it because I didn't like the gameplay of it per se, but you like games like Outlast and Alien Isolation. If you like those games, you'll like Soma. Soma is a really good, and if you like a good story, you'll like Soma too. I wanna see if I can play Soma in the mode where you're basically invincible. It'll make it a lot more enjoyable for me. Cheers to the stream. No problem, off the shelf. Thank you again for the raid earlier. I appreciate it. GG's on completing the quarry for a second time. I'll look forward to in a year or so when you go to do an ending on purpose for sure. Abby, she saw a shiny rock and started screaming because she thought it was a monster. She stood and watched it, almost freaked out. She got closer in the moment she realized a rock. I love people who are actually afraid of horror games playing horror games. It's some of the most entertaining stuff I've ever seen. The Scare-a-thon, which used to be an annual event that I would catch every October, they would do, they would pick 30 streamers who would play horror games in 2-hour slots, but they would have different incentives for the charity. It was a charity program. And you would find all of these people who don't typically stream horror games playing horror games with different incentives and stuff. And I love seeing people who don't play horror games for the first time. It's always so entertaining. I met a lot of people through there as well. Hope you got a good outcome in the quarry. I'll let him spoil that for you. I got an ending. Exactly. Abby, thanks for the stream and chatting. It's been calming after this warm day. Yeah, it sounds like it's pretty warm there today, Abby. I think it's supposed to be nice here today. This is, I'm off tomorrow. So I'll be ready to do my nice long Bioshock stream. I'd like to, if I have the opportunity, I would like to try to get through 2 areas of Bioshock tomorrow. Did I say Infinite? I meant Bioshock 2 if I said Infinite. I don't know. My mind is everywhere today. It's everywhere except in the game that I'm playing for whatever reason. It's just been an off day. But so that'll be it for the stream from me today. I will be back tomorrow at about 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll continue the Bioshock series. These are the games that we've got going on right now. We are in the secondary game week, so we're playing through Bioshock 2. We'll be playing Bioshock 2 all week. Regardless of the progress that we make, we will be back to Dead Island 2 on Monday, May 20th. And then we'll play Dead Island 2 all week. It's looking like it'll definitely take us a couple weeks to get through that game, because I want to do the side stuff in it too, and the side stuff is missable. It's not like Dead Island 1 where you can kind of just fast travel back to the original place at the beginning of the game and there's just fetch quests to go do, you know. So that's the plan. We'll have Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then whichever weekend day I choose to do Bioshock 2 this week. I don't know if we'll finish it after today's slow progress. I don't know. But we had similar results for Bioshock 1. I thought that I wasn't gonna be able to get through Bioshock 1 in a week, but things ended up picking up the pace as the time went on. So I anticipate maybe a similar experience with Bioshock 2. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for me today. We're gonna find somebody to raid, and then I will be back on tomorrow about 10 a.m. Eastern time to continue the playthrough. Let's look and see what we've got today. We will can't give Hipsu a raid on Wednesday. Won't be streaming. Ooh. Ooh. I tell you what. I'm gonna send you guys over to Jigsaw Killer. He's currently playing through the Evil Within 1. We've been talking about this a lot lately. The Evil Within series was one of the series that Tango Gameworks was working on, along with Bethesda. It's sad that we won't be getting an Evil Within 3 because they shut down the studio that made the games. So we're gonna send you over to Jigsaw Killer today. He's a bigger streamer, but his streams are really chill. And he's a very highly skilled player. He's currently playing the Evil Within. He's doing Akumu permadeath with no keys, no upgrades, no major glitches on a new game. I think this is typically the way that he plays the game, I think. Akumu is the hardest difficulty, and it's a special difficulty because if you get even so much as a stubbed toe, you die. If any enemy touches you, you die. And he's doing permadeath as well, which he's known for doing his speedruns, which speedruns are typically permadeath anyway, because if you die, you lose time. Oh. Yeah, thank you, Bams, for getting those emotes, the raid emotes ready for me. Go seeing how he's enjoying this. Abby, she walked to it and opened the door, and when nothing was in there, she started screaming because she thought there was a monster behind her. Then she turned around slowly, and then there was nothing there. She let her guard down and start walking, and then boom, the roof jump scare. Yep, that's what they do. They try to subvert your expectations. Brutus, you can't wait for Dead Island 2 to go on sale again? Yeah, it's been really fun. I'm enjoying it quite a bit, Brutus. I mean, the story is nothing to write home about, but then again, I wasn't expecting that anyway. It's really fun, though. She was so scared, it was hilarious, yeah. I love watching people play horror games for the first time. Brutus, not nice. It costs more to run my AC than it does my heat. See, it's the opposite for us. It costs us more to run our heat than our air conditioning. Rod, imagine if Capcom bought it. Be ironic, considering, yeah, that one of the original people who helped create the Resident Evil series actually created The Evil Within. So yeah, that would be awesome if Capcom would take it over and Resident Evilify it, but I don't know. I don't know what they will do. What are they going to do when they get rid of the Evil Within jank? What are they going to do? The Evil Within jank is what gives us its charm. We do not have such things in the land of Ing. No air conditionings, yeah. If an ant touches you, you die. Exactly, that's what Akumu mode is. Even I've never played Akumu. I played nothing but the easiest difficulty forever, and then I did a playthrough of normal difficulty, and I hated it. So, you'll never see me playing that difficulty. I mean, unless it'd be another Resident Evil 7 Madhouse thing. Maybe for $100 I'll do it. Or 1,000,000 channel points. It's not happening. Okay, let's head over to Jigsaw Killer. He doesn't do speedruns really anymore, but he used to be the world record speedrunner for both Evil Within games. And I also used his Resident Evil 7 Madhouse speedrun for pointers for getting through Madhouse myself. So I highly recommend him. He's very skilled. He's a very chill guy. He's got a nice Irish accent. So I think you guys will like him. 1,000,000 channel points, you said. Give me a year. I know, right, Casper? Yeah. The land of Ing. Alright, guys. Let's go say hi to Jigs. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, exactly, Abby. Oi. Alright. Yeah, he's really fun. Let's go check him out, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Bioshock 2. Have a good one.
Doesn't really matter what